Hey, we are here with some more Red in Tooth and Claw, our little Star Wars Burning Wheel game where y'all are in the middle of the Mandalorian War, which is pretty fun. And last time we left off with our characters, they were in an ice cave, not Hoth, but, a different ice cave, and found a fallen Padawan who apparently was just, living here for a while. Had a heart-to-heart with her. I think basically what you guys figured out from her was my master tried to kill me. He said I was dangerous, and he had saw my future in the Force, and I was dangerous. He tried to kill me. He failed. I stole his lightsaber. He ran away. He thought I would just die here, and I didn't. I survived. And then she's like, "I'm dangerous. Stay away from me. I can't be trusted." And Jin basically managed to persuasion her out of that, at least to come down and talk to y'all. But then something rocked the cave. You're not entirely sure what. A giant icicle fell down and hit the mining laser, and it turned on and started going crazy and overheating and stuff. And we kind of cut to cliffhanger on that. So we'll have to, y'all will have to figure out how to stop that and make sure people don't get hurt. Because I think the last shot we got was a bunch of icicles and stuff now starting to fall from the ceiling towards the Padawan. And it was oh no, she's there, stuck. So, we'll see if we can save her, but let's go ahead and do beliefs. Go around and get those on the board. Ryu, you're keeping yours?
Yes.
I'm going to read those off for us. Just the beliefs. It's fine.
My research is everything to me, and I am afraid the Jedi will disapprove of my efforts and just take it away from me. I will discover which Jedi I am traveling with are trustworthy, so I can share my true research. The Jedi are needed to win the war against the Mandalorians, though we must always guard against the threat of the dark side. Peng's recent outburst is a sign that he may be straying to the dark side, so I will speak to him to dispel my concerns and help him stay on the right path. Mm-hmm. Learning the secrets to defeating Mandalorian armor is the key to winning this war. I need some of Garm's best car for my research, so I will find a way to acquire it.
Nice. Cool. Elwyn. I think yours are staying the same too, right?
Yes. A good pilot has connections on every planet. I will make a new ally. The Mandalorians are
this random guy in a cave.
Why not? Well,
yeah.
I think the girl, right? I think that's basically what's implied. She's not an ally yet.
She's not an ally yet.
Yeah. So we're working on it.
Yep.
The Mandalorians are a threat to the peace of the Republic. We must inform the Jedi Order of the attack. A ship is an important extension of a pilot. I'll ensure the repairs on my ship will be sustainable.
Yeah, you still need to get the materials you came down here to get in the first place. So
gotta save this girl and be hey, it was just a really depressed girl down there. You're safe. You could go get your stuff.
Well, I think they sent you down with a grab sled that to go get it yourself, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So, yeah. Hopefully, don't let that get destroyed.
Yeah.
I'm glad I remember that existed so I can threaten it.
Yeah, Jin, help with your force push stuff, because I suck at that, so please.
I do imagine today will be a lot of Jin doing telekinesis. Speaking of Jin, what are your beliefs, my friend?
Okay. All right, my beliefs are the Jedi Order is beginning to lose its way. Once we're farther from the threat of war, I want to find a Padawan to correct this, which may or may not happen today. The warlords in Mandalore. The warlords in Mandalore are a threat to the Republic. While we're here on Jebel, I'll protect my companions so that we can get to Coruscant and inform the Jedi of the attack. And I'm a better fighter with 2 lightsabers. I'm going to try and acquire a second one.
Mm-hmm. And last but certainly not least, our favorite gank, Fang.
Yeah. My beliefs are the Order must follow the will of the Force, not bend it to their own will. I will assist the other members of the Order and build a foundation of respect. I must be able to control my natural gank aggression. Until I return to the ship, I will not solve any further problems with lethal force. Mm-hmm. And my gut says to fight the Mandalorians, but it is forbidden. I will endeavor to keep my companions in fighting shape to meet whatever challenge stands between us and the Council.
William's cameo. All right. So, y'all are in the middle of this cave, and there are icicles starting to fall from the ceiling. The cave is rocking. This giant mining laser is going off and starting to drill into the earth and going crazy and whatnot. What is, I don't think we did this last time. Or did we? We did make a steal test to see who could respond in time to try to save the icicle from hitting the mining laser, but I think that has passed, and though you tried, Olivia, it hit it, and that has caused all this. So, yeah, there probably isn't another steal test, though. Let's see, who... So both Olivia and Josh, your characters, succeeded your steal test, so you're in fighting shape. Alyssa and Chad both were hesitating, so let's have Olivia and let's have Jin and Fang tell me what you're gonna do like immediately, and then we'll see what as Ryu and Elwin catch up to things. We'll see what they do next. What would be your next step here as the cave starts to destabilize? So a big mining laser overheating, starting to go to, laser everything indiscriminately. Because of this, icicles are starting to, shake and fall from the ceiling very high above you. The Padawan Riss is standing in the middle of this cave, directly below these icicles. There is a grav sled behind you guys that you might want to save. I don't know. That just doesn't. I don't think it's an immediate threat right now. It's in immediate threat.
Are there any area or like ledges of like stable cliff, or I'm not stable cliff, but stable cave enclaves where we can go under, like a ledge?
Yeah, it's unclear exactly what caused the like shaking in the first place. It does seem like that most of what's happening right now, like the that's causing the icicles and stuff, is the mining laser itself going crazy. So
bananas.
And it's starting to like it's going. It's not like just drilling down. It's like like going all over the place. And so there isn't really going to be an overhang that you can like get underneath because the mining laser is spraying around. So at some point it might get you, right? You could obviously go back further, like where you came from, and go to a different cave, but you're not sure how much damage this mining laser can do and whether or not it would cause like a mass cave in or whatever. It's a huge mining laser.
I guess next I'm going to ask, can we assess if there's a weak point that we can visibly see?
On the mining laser itself?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's certainly an access panel that you could get to and try to like actually fiddle with. Let me pull up.
Someone here has jerry rigging, don't they? Let's jerry rig the machine.
Someone does have jerry rigging. Yes. I was just going to throw a lightsaber at it, but that sounds like a better idea.
As we all know, in Star Wars, if you shoot a panel, it always closes or opens, whichever you want it.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if you throw a lightsaber at it will open or turn off.
Let me grab my notes here and to see if I wrote anything else down about the laser. Mining drill.
That should be a rule in the system that if you're forced to roll a die of fate to see whether something works with the force, then you can use a force point a fate point to make it yes.
Yeah.
It did open or shut, whichever you want.
That is pretty funny.
I could intimidate it.
No, it is not a droid. Just a machine. I don't have any other particular notes on it. It's a really large laser, so I don't think like throwing your lightsaber at it is necessarily going to like you would already have to know. So maybe you do have a skill card like circuitry or something like that where you could test to like know where a weak point on the thing might be. But it's likely even if you could figure that out, it would be deep enough in the workings of the laser that you wouldn't just be able to throw your lightsaber through it. Like you would have to like go undo it and like dig your lightsaber in or something. That's your first initial thought is like, okay, there's an access panel, no visible weakness. I could just go. You could try to push it over the telekinesis, but it's huge, right? There is a hole here. There's a hole. Sorry, I think I described this originally, but just to remember, for everyone to remember, the drill was pointed down originally, and it's like a huge hole that it was like drilling in the ground. So it's possible that either the drill itself will eventually break things that it might fall in the hole, or you could try to push it in the hole. Or, what's more likely, Riss will probably fall in the hole. Yeah, what do you think?
Is there a power source that we can see it connected to?
I think it must be connected to something. Probably, I don't think there's any visible power source. Your guess is that it's probably because it's like built into the ground itself. It's not just like sitting on top of the cave floor. So it likely has some sort of power source underneath it, or at least a battery connected to a power source underneath it somewhere. So yeah, again, the access panel seems like the only visible weak point of any note.
Dang it.
Yeah.
We can't,
it does have a ladder you can climb up to get to the top of it, which is where Riss was originally. Yeah. Various, access panels and things you can fiddle with, but unless you get closer, you will not be able to necessarily access it. I guess you could try to, do stuff with the Force, but it's not like there's like just a one obvious lever that says turn off and you can just push it down with the Force. Like it's like it's a computer, right?
And it can't just like feel through the forest and just like unplug.
Browsing the internet. No, probably not. And like, if you don't act fast, the one other danger here is like the icicles are going to fall on Riss. And wait, did I make a steel test for her?
Yeah, I don't think you did.
It doesn't look like I rolled a steel test. I will go ahead and do that because she might be able to run out of the way herself if she manages to do so. But I think at this point she's gonna roll to see. Oh yeah, she's gonna fail this. What are the steel conditions here? There's like big explosions and lasers going off and stuff. I feel like that might matter. Yeah, it's not quite enough for explosions specifically, but maybe like the equivalent of being shot at least. There's like a laser going off crazy. Yeah, I'll just give her a +1 ob for the situation. Unsurprising, she got 2 successes out of 7 that she needed. So yeah, she's gonna I think stand and drool for 5 beats because it's more dramatic that way. I could have her run screaming, but yeah, we'll have her freeze because it's more dramatic. So yeah, what do you do? Jin and Fang, you both have your wits about you in this moment.
Yeah. If there is slight cello music in the background, it's my wife. Yeah. I'll go for a jury rigging. I might as well.
You're just gonna rush up to the thing and try to jury rig something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I pull people with the Force?
Yeah. You can try to just drag her over to you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to grab everybody out of the way since there's no obvious weak point that I can throw my lightsaber at.
Sure. Now remind me, maybe none of us can remember this, but where was everyone standing in reference to where Riss was? Like, I think, didn't you step forward, Olivia?
I think I might have, yeah.
Yeah.
To try and talk to her.
I think the rest of you were a bit more of a distance away. Like, not like super far away, but like, so yeah, I think it might make sense if you wanted to like pull her towards you and then run in the opposite direction. That sounds like a good plan. Because both you and her are probably in the danger spot, given where you are. Okay, yeah, let's do that first, Olivia. Let's have you do a telekinesis and see if you can snatch her out of the jaws of death.
Okay. Can I fork in is it meditation? I don't think there's anything else I could use.
Yeah, I think meditation is a typical one. Let's see. You're trying to seize a middling object. She's not moving. Okay. Yeah, so I think it's just going to be an ob 3 test. Yeah, I'll let you fork in meditation, but yeah, we can check and see if there's anything else.
Force tremors.
What?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it might be force tremors wise and not meditation, because isn't
Okay.
meditation like, I feel like this is like a split second moment, right? It's not
That's
like you
true.
focusing. It's you like real quick feeling a tremor in the force and boop, and then yanking her. So
That makes more sense. Okay.
yeah,
So
let's give you
but
that
just
one,
then-
and then I
so
think
just-
that's probably it. Yeah.
All right. So 1 help, ob 3, correct?
Ob 3, yep.
Okay.
Can I assist with that?
Oh wait.
Sure.
Dang it!
Didn't-
I already
didn't
pressed
even
the
need-
button.
It's fine. Didn't even need it. Now, Fang, you can just do your own thing. You don't even have to pay attention to this.
Perfect.
Cool. Yep. So I think that happens no problem. Third gen.
And make sure to spend your fate for it because it's a force.
Oh, that's true. You have to spend a fate no matter what. Oh, yeah. Might as well.
Thank you.
But you got one. Oh no, I guess it re-rolls the 6s automatically. That's why you got so many successes.
Yeah. So you could re-roll 1 failed die.
Yeah, you can re-roll 1 failed die if you really cared to do so. You don't have to. You succeeded in flying colors.
Okay, that's probably okay then.
Yep. So we see you split second. I mean, you were like a soldier. So like we see you just like, racked on instinct. Just like snatch her with the force. You have her like you like have her an arm around her, and you just like tow her backwards towards where Chad and Alyssa's characters are. And then Fang, you're rushing forward into the danger zone to try to mess with the access panel.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's see here. What does jury rigging actually tell us about? Because I know what's wrong with the thing. Typically, you could obviously just try to jury rig if you had a particular idea for what you want to do. But I did have a particular idea about what was going on with this thing. Let me check this here. Let's see. You don't really have any parts. You don't really need to reroute power necessarily. You don't want to use it one more time before it dies forever. Yeah, it's probably something more like altering the device to behave as a similar piece of tech or something. But I think you have jury rigging as a skill. I think your like initial look at the thing, like looking at the readings and stuff, like you just like start tapping on the panel, and what comes up to you is like the coolant levels are like dangerously low or something like that. Let me just check my notes. I had a whole note about this. Specifically, it is yes. The coolant levels are dangerously low, and when it got hit by the icicle, some wiring inside of it is like overheating the whole thing and causing the laser to just activate on its own accord, and the thing is getting hotter and hotter and more dangerous.
Okay.
So it seems like coolant is what you need.
So in that case, it might be like rerouting power. I'm just going to reroute like the vents to, instead of bringing in whatever their usual coolant is just like bring in snow.
Yeah, it's gonna destroy the mining laser because it's not built to do this, but it will probably cool it down. Yeah,
that's what I don't need it to work again. I just need to shut it off.
Sure.
And I think as I see, I think Fang rushes up, and then as he sees that the girl is out of the way, he like actually takes a moment and just like quiets himself, and like kind of tries to center himself with the force to do this calmly instead of panically whack buttons. He doesn't want a button mash. He wants to actually solve it.
Yep. I think that's fine. I think you will you might open yourself up to either a falling icicle or a laser, like a stray laser beam, if you're just like taking a moment. But yeah. Go ahead and do it.
He's not so worried about his own safety. So
yeah, I figured. Yeah, feel free.
Yep. So it'd be, what ob do we want?
So I think base ob 2 makes sense for rerouting power, but I think this thing is big and complicated. So let's say ob 4 total.
Okay. I look at transmissions because I'm pretty sure that's just transmitting things.
I believe so.
Yep.
Yes, you are not.
I mean, it is electrical currents.
I suppose, but the thing you're actually needing to be transmitting is snow and cold air.
No, it's more like transmitting through the machinery because I'm rerouting power in the actual machine. But
what does jury rigging? Jury rigging doesn't have it as an automatic fork. Let's see what transit. My initial thought is going to be no, because I think circuitry is what you're looking for here. if that's where it's like where you're going with it. Transmissions is data. Yeah, it uses electrical currents, radio waves, or laser beams, but it's moving data is what you're actually doing with transmissions. So that's not what you're doing here. Yeah, it's about like radio broadcasts.
Yeah.
Accessing data.
Yeah. So I'll try and get meditation just by that quieting mind. Can I get corporation wise? This is a corporate drill.
I don't. It's almost. I would let you make a link test with corporation wise to be familiar with this piece of tech because of corporations you dealt with in the past. But I don't think it's an automatic fork.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could try it if you want.
Yeah, I think it's because it's only a 2. I'd have to fork in something else, which would be like jury rigging.
Yeah.
Let's do that. So meditation. Chemistry doesn't really help me, so I don't think anyone else can help me.
Do you have chemistry?
No, I was thinking about whether I could get help from others, but
I was going to say, like, I actually set the mining drill thing up specifically because I had a thought with Ryu with the coolant, but so if he was here, yes.
Didn't we bring bombs?
I don't know if you brought bombs. You did bring your chemistry kit, though.
Somebody we had talked about bringing them, didn't we?
Did we? I don't remember us bringing bombs.
Maybe I didn't have time to make them. We talked about it.
Yes. I do remember it being talked about now. Yeah.
Oh, this should be your jam, Ree. You got Arctic endurance. Didn't tell me this was your native place.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, I can just. I'm wearing the t-shirt.
Yeah, I should have had all of you guys roll for the cold, because then we could have just had Ryu knock it out of the water.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you guys get trapped in this cave, so it's gonna still happen.
With the 1 help. Do I want to go persona on this or not? Yeah, I will. I'll send a persona in it as well.
Okay. Yeah, it seems pretty important.
Cool. Okay. Okay, 1 help, 1 persona. Base obstacle 4.
Good luck. Hey, needed every die.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Yeah, so you managed to basically open all these flaps on the mining laser, and it starts sucking in cold air and snow like rapidly, and the mining laser is being absolutely gutted, like it will never work again. But like you definitely cool it down rapidly. But you are going to open yourself up to danger here. I'm trying to think if there's three ideas I have. I want to choose like the most devastating one. Either like an icicle falls on you, you get hit with the laser, or you might fall into the pit. I feel like falling into the pit would be an easy thing for a Jedi to deal with, as maybe would be an icicle. So let's do laser beam. Let's say while it's going around frantically, and maybe it's even a moment of clarity with you, where like you're in meditative trance here. You're doing everything carefully and whatnot, and you see a moment where the laser is going to go basically directly at all your friends there who are still standing in shock as you like rapidly go through this access panel, and you like take like 1 step to the left so that it hits you instead, right?
That was grenade again.
Right, exactly. How do you want to deal with that situation? Can't cut it in half with a lightsaber. I don't even think you could really block it with a lightsaber. It's gonna probably destroy your lightsaber if you tried something like that. Be like blocking a missile. Which, you can do in Star Wars Battlefront 2, but,
Yeah.
it's silly.
Know that I have anything other than just like bodily injuring it.
Yeah, just taking it. And which is what I figured. But yeah, if you have another idea. You can't intimidate the laser beam.
Intimidate the laser beam.
You can't transmit the laser beam somewhere else.
Yes. The information, there is a laser beam here, and it's transmitted through the air. Through laser. Huh? Yep. No, I'll probably just endure it, I think.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let me find the stats for a giant laser beam. Let's see here. It's probably going to be like a vehicle laser beam, basically. Let's find an equivalent here. Should be in vehicle appendix. Or yeah, here we go. Let's see. It's probably the equivalent of a blaster cannon of some sort. Oh yeah, turbo laser cannon. That might be an overkill. That would be incidental. Would be G2.
Yeah, probably not.
What is your PTGS here? Mortal wound of 11. Nice. Maybe I just give you the smallest one. Yeah, we'll say this. We'll say that it's starting to go offline, right? Jordan in chat says, politely ask the laser beam to go away. Yep, you do have persuasion.
I do.
Sure. Yeah, I think what's happening here is the laser beam, the drill is starting to go power down, and so by the time it does hit you, it is because I think this would just basically cut you in half if it actually you got the full force of it, but you're getting the tail end of the laser starting to turn off, and it's searing into you. It'll be the equivalent of the lowest vehicle cannon here, so light blaster cannon. Do you have any means of dealing with this? It's just your armor, basically, right?
Yeah, armor, fortitude, maybe. I don't know.
Just tanking it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we should just figure out how much damage it does to you based on your armor here. Let's see. We'll say it hits you in the torso. That makes sense. There's no real reason for it to hit you anywhere else. So you got 5 armor there. That's going to take it down by 5 pips, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Then I think I just roll Die of Fate here to see... Because this could be still very bad, even with the 5 down. So, all right, here we go. We want this number to be low. Hey, it's a 1. In which case, it would be a B9 wound. But instead for you, it's a B4 wound.
Yep. But
don't you still roll armor dice or no? Is that not the same in this system?
No.
It just goes down by
if you had warding, then you could use
got it.
Block it. But yes, otherwise, armor in this is just direct.
You take
result.
the wound, it just makes the wound lesser. Okay. In which case, you feel the heat, certainly. Your whole body. I mean, you have fur underneath your armor, right? Isn't that the case with a gang?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. So you feel suddenly a cold sweat goes across your whole body. You feel so hot, and you can smell the crisping of your hairs underneath your armor as you get cooked momentarily, right? It's like being in a microwave for just long enough to start to feel your atoms being vibrated in a terrible, terrible way. And then it fades. And you just have the obstacle penalty.
Yeah, I pat the mining laser and I say, "Sun's getting real low."
Nice. Yeah, and so some icicles are falling from the ceiling, and I think the cave does seem still like destabilized here. So the rest of you kind of come to yourselves. You're able to act. You can tell the cave is not doing so hot. What do you do? But yeah, the laser has turned off. So yeah, primarily Ryu or Elwyn. What's your initial response after you come back to yourselves? Just trying to get away, stand there in shock, ask for what we should do.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay, sorry. I had to plug my headset in. It died.
No, you're good.
It died a second ago before
Yeah, so basically the cave is still kind of destabilizing. You can tell it's like not great. There's icicles falling from the ceiling. I think you and Elwyn have been away from the danger zone for that enough that like you haven't been in danger up to this moment. But Jin grabbed the Padawan with the Force and started running towards you guys, and Fang ran towards the mining laser and managed to deactivate it. And then you guys, your steel test failure has ended. It all happened pretty fast.
So we probably just need to get out of here, right?
Yeah, just like start running in the other direction.
We have to get the sled thing.
Oh yeah, what are we here to collect?
Some like scrap metal and various like repair materials, which are not in this cave. They're in a different cave.
Do we know that yet?
I don't think you know. I think you had I think you were given a scanner that could pinpoint it for you. But yeah, you can definitely tell like the longer you stay in these caves, and because I think I assume you guys probably do like try to get out of the cave at this point. Sounds like that's what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
But you can tell like there's something still going on that was like causing the cave to shake initially, and like there's rumbling like
it's a dragon
beyond the cave somewhere, and things are shaking. You're not sure how long the caves have before they might collapse.
Do we know where like the scrap metal is? Is it back towards the direction of the outpost, or is it back further into the cave?
I think it's like parallel to where you are, but in a different part of the cave.
Direction. Okay.
Yeah. So you'll have to basically like go back towards the exit and then back in a little bit, but not go further than where you already were necessarily.
Right. So we can retreat, and then it's almost like down like a different alcove kind of a thing is what you're saying. Okay. Got it.
You reached a fork. One fork went to this cave. The other fork is going to go to the material cave. You all have to backtrack and go down that one instead.
Okay. Well, I mean, sounds like we're just running then. But because I mean, I guess the question is, did we assume that the laser started the earthquake, or that the earthquake started up the laser and made it worse?
It does seem like the earthquake started up the laser. Right? Like there was something that shook the cave, a giant icicle fell on the mining laser, and then everything went to crap.
Yeah.
And you can still hear like booms from beyond the cave somewhere.
Something's coming.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Is there any way to go towards the sound, or are we supposed to run from it? Like based on how the ice is falling and the cave is.
It sounds like it is outside of the cave somewhere, like above you.
Okay.
Like something's like stepping on top of us and like making all this happen.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, the only thing I'm really good at is hiding.
Not going to help you here.
Hiding in a decent part of the cave, to get away from the icicles.
Well, yeah, but like the danger right now is being in the cave at all. You need to like get out as quickly as you can. Is I think the idea.
Yeah. No, I mean that's fine. We'll just run. Would that just be like a agility check or something?
Yeah, I would say that maybe we like have the slowest person just make a speed test, just like to set our pace here. Let's take a gander at who that is.
Yeah, I would like to run away.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Get out of here.
I've got a 6 in speed.
Wow. Ryu has a 3. Does anyone have lower than a 3?
Hey, whoa, don't make fun of Ryu for that.
Right, you are like
I'm probably faster in the cold than everyone else.
Yeah, maybe. I doubt that anyone else has lower than that. Yeah, all the rest of you are like crazy warriors. Yeah, Jin has a 4. Okay, yeah, let's have you, Ryu, roll a speed test for us. Just flat ob1 base, and we'll just see how many successes you get, and that'll be our like how fast you guys are as a group. Because probably what happens is like Ryu like runs out of the cave, and then he's ahead of everyone else for like only a fraction of a moment before everyone has got ahead of him, and then they're like, "Come on, Ryu, come on!"
I rolled 1 success.
Yep, I saw that. Yeah, so you're not going super fast. This will open you up to some dangers here. I do think that there are icicles and there's some like rocks from the ceiling of the cave that are starting to fall on y'all as like you're maneuvering through. There's some moments you'll have to deal with that. How would you is someone like using telekinesis to like sweep them out of the way? How are you dealing with that?
I suck at telekinesis, so I definitely should not be doing that.
I think Riss is like just in kind of shell shocked at this point. Jin, as you're just like dragging her along, she's just like, "Oh, what's happening?"
Just like using the force and like shoving things.
Yeah. I mean that makes sense. Like Jin, I think Jin is probably like at the spearhead of this group, just like pushing everything out of the way. Because yeah, there might be some like there's probably some like rubble and stuff that has already fallen in the cave too. So you're just like clearing the path entirely. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Anyone who has telekinesis can help her.
Who has telekinesis?
I have it.
I do, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Riss
Yeah,
does
I
as
do.
well, but she is, I think,
Shell shocked.
yeah, she's pretty shell shocked. You'll have to like talk to her for a moment to like get her to help you if you'd like to do that.
No time.
I will. I'll be like, help us or you die.
She's gonna cry if you do that.
I'm
This
just
whole
kidding.
thing might be happening too fast. Yeah.
No, I know.
anyone to-
I'm just joking.
Yep.
Well, we don't need her. She's a Padawan. She's weak anyways.
I just wanted that ob1 ugly truth,
Yeah,
of worst outcome.
All right, so I can get 2. I can fork in 2 helps for this. It sounds like.
Depends on what they have in the skill.
I have a 1.
Oh.
A 1. Anyone have a 5 or higher in telekinesis besides
No,
Jin?
I have a 2.
I can give you 1 die as well.
Okay, so I think three dice then.
3. Okay.
And
Then
you can take meditation and force tremors wise at this point. As
so then
forks.
5. Okay.
I think 5 dice makes sense to me.
All right,
Let's take a look at, because this is going to be a combination of moving rubble out of your way and making sure that things aren't falling on you. So I think this is going to be a little bit more difficult than that other one was. We'll make it, we'll say it's an ob 5.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Again, failure here will mean like some rocks fall on y'all and you'll have to take some damage.
Oh no, not us.
Hey, there you go. Jin is so good at telekinesis. It's one of the main things she's done in this campaign. Yeah, so we just see this force of nature pushing everything aside as you guys try to make it towards the cave with the materials as fast as humanly possible. And yeah, you guys managed to get there. And the materials are kind of like, scattered around in some crates and things. And it's going to take a moment to gather everything up on. Honestly, if you guys are like in enough of a hurry, maybe we just see Jin just like, like drag the crates and things just onto the grav sled. It's just like, come on, we gotta go. But yeah, I assume that you take a moment to get everything on the grav sled, and it kind of moves on its own accord. You like basically have like the some sort of homing thing that you're like, follow us, right? And it just kind of follows you on the grav sled. And then you're gonna make your way out of the caves. I think as you start to do so, Riss looks at you, Jin, and she seems to understand for the first time like what's happening and where you guys are going. And she starts to pull away from you and turn back and say, No, I have to go back. I have to find no.
Who's she talking to?
She's talking to Jin because Jin is like the one dragging her along.
Oh, okay.
But you can all hear this. Like she starts to pull away from Jin and like look behind her back towards the cave that you're now leaving.
Gonna turn into a pillar of salt.
A pillar of ice crystals.
Yeah.
She
All
said,
right.
find what? Or who?
Are you gonna ask her?
I was just gonna ugly truth her. Actually, I don't know if that's the best. It's like a tough love. It's like
Yeah, you can.
there's nothing left. Like there's nothing left for you there anymore. It's like we have to get out of here. You'll die if you go back.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. You basically tell her that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make that test. It sounds like, I mean, you don't have ugly truth, so I assume you're
I
doing
don't.
persuasion. Well, that counts as a persuasion, though. Like you, this is in your own best interest, right? Like you have to come with us. You're gonna die if you go back. You're probably saying it nicer than Elwyn would. But Elwyn, if you would like to add something a little bit more harsh, you can help her with ugly truth.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Rio's just like, there's nothing left for you there. And I add, you are going to die if you go back. That's probably how that really goes. And then Jen agrees with me. She's like, yes, you will die if you go back. I was trying to say that nicer.
This is for your own good.
Cool. Anyone else want to add to this?
No, I have a question though.
Yeah.
Do I get anything for helping with that telekinesis roll from leveling up my skill?
Oh, yeah. It would be whatever an Ob 5 is for your telekinesis. Yeah. Everyone would have gotten that test.
I have a 2.
That would be challenging.
Do you need a challenging?
I think I need one more, or maybe I have one too many.
You already had 2. Yeah.
Oh,
you have one more than you need.
Okay.
You need to actually do it for yourself now and do like.
Okay.
You need to move some
tests.
pebbles.
Yeah. Do some practicing. Okay. Let's see. What was I was looking for? Her will is 4. I think she probably has a belief about this. So let's say it's an Ob 5.
Ooh, okay. And then I just get one fork from Elwyn.
One help, yeah.
Yeah, one help from Elwyn. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what other skills you have.
Here, real quick, before you make the roll, actually, I think I will say, I'll have her say this. And let's say she does this when you guys have reached the fork, right? So you're about to start heading out of the cave. And when you're saying this to her, and she's still like pulling away, and then she looks back at you and like explains, like, because she realizes you don't know what she wants, right? Like she's like, no, you don't understand. My lightsaber. No, she says my master's lightsaber is back there. I have to go get it. I have to, and like you can tell that she has some sort of weird fixation on it. But for you, Jen, this is an extra lightsaber. Because you saw one on her before. Like she has her own lightsaber. So just want to posit that to you. You know, like you can convince her not to go back, or
I will go get it for you.
Yeah, that's true. You can be like, go out with them. I'll go get it. Right?
Yeah, I don't want her going back in there. She's gonna die. Like,
is that what you tell her though? Is that do you say no, don't worry, I'll go get it? I think it's still a persuasion test, but like,
am I surviving there? I could die.
If you do say you'll go get it, Fang is definitely going to interrupt and say he'll go get it.
No, I'll go get it. And then everyone looks at Ryu, and he's like, no, you can get it.
Same with Elwyn. Elwyn's like, nah, I'm not. No, sorry, bro.
Ryu and Elwyn just give thumbs
even
up.
if the caves fall on me, you can excavate me later. I'll probably still be. Like he looks down at the now exploded with a grenade and laser burnt in front of his.
Yeah, I do think that like she probably actually says it. She says other things besides the lightsaber. It's probably in a list of things. Like you can tell it's like mostly keepsakes and like her weird fixation items that she like had from her old life that like she does not want to part with for emotional reasons. But part of the list that she gives you is lightsaber. And so that's me just, picking on your belief there. I wanted to give you a chance to get an extra lightsaber. Up to you though, if you want to pursue that or not.
I guess if we have time and if Fang wants to help me out, then go back in there.
Yeah, I think it's still a persuasion test to convince her that she doesn't need to go get it. But I think this will be just an op 4 instead of an op 5.
Okay. Yeah, and I don't want her to go back in there. She'll die.
Yeah, she only has a 3 in telekinesis. So
Has it already collapsed, or is it still collapsed?
you don't know. You haven't been down that tunnel again.
Oh, we can't hear anything.
I mean, the caves are certainly getting more and more unstabilized. So
Okay.
Oh, great. Okay.
there you go. Yep. Yeah, you would have convinced her even if you were just telling her to leave entirely. Yep. So I think she slowly nods and just like stops pulling away and lets you, because I assume like Jin doesn't know that Fang's gonna volunteer, so I assume she's just like, I'll go get it, and like starts to turn away, and then that's where Fang probably intercepts.
Yeah. Yeah, fine. I'll go get it. None of you got arms like I do.
Yeah.
I've already copped a couple of beatings. You've seen I can take it. Let me do it. I'll be right back. And then he doesn't even wait for the reply.
Just rushes off.
Like the hesitation is too much of a delay for him, and he just like goes for it.
Do you say anything as he runs away?
I don't know. It's like that was way too fast.
Yeah. My third belief is like is paramount right now. He's just like, no one else has to risk it. I've got this.
Sounds good. Okay, so Fang, you head into the cave alone.
Yeah,
the rest of you head out. Yeah, Fang, I think let's start with a speed test for you to see how fast you can get there, right?
Yep.
Go ahead and just make it a being learned, and we'll just see how you do.
Or
not being learned. Not being learned.
Is that?
Graduated is the word I meant to use.
No help. No Arthur. Base of 1. Boop.
Oof. Oh yeah, yeah. The disadvantage. Okay, cool. I mean, this tells us pretty clearly that you.
I will use
fate.
proprioception though. I've got.
Oh yeah. Forgot you have that. Jedi
So,
speed.
I'll spend.
What are you going to spend? 2 fate?
With 3 fate. I'll whack it with 3 fate so that the ensuing ones will re-roll on
Right.
4 if I get another one.
Yep. Do you have a macro for this?
I can type it in. I know how to make it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mainly meant. I'm sure you know the actual stuff. Okay.
So just one.
Yeah. So you meet the of like you get like a first level of success, I think, right?
Yeah.
It could be better. So I think what this means is you managed to rush through the mining laser room, right? No problem. And you can tell like there's a bunch of icicles stuck in the ground. I think the ground is starting to rip away and the mining laser is teetering precariously over the pit, right? Like maybe gonna fall in. But you like rush past that room and like to like a back room, like a little offshoot of this main cavern where she like has all her stuff, right? And you see like it's mostly weird trinkets and things that are kind of gross or old or obviously useless. But then yeah, there's a lightsaber in there as well. Yeah, you grab it all?
Yeah, I'll grab as much as I can. Yeah.
Cool. Yep.
And I'll do that typical thing in the movies where like there's so totally a deadline, but he does take the moment to like pause and catch his breath. Can I would like make the health test to like wipe the incidental.
Yeah, sure. Yes, you may.
A whole of 1
grate your teeth.
Health test. I think to just cure it is like a ob 1.
Oh yeah, that's true. You just need a moment, right? Like to like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. But I will roll it for the funds.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah.
7 health. Get out of here with your 7 health.
It's worse than it could be. I had to take the cyborg, and that reduces it by 1.
Yeah. So, you stop for a moment. You catch your breath. You feel the hair standing on end start to, everything's fine again. And then I think we get a moment where you like reach out. Like I think you've gathered up most of the stuff and then you reach out for the lightsaber, and we get the like little Force theme play, and you're about to grab it when you hear behind you, and you can tell like the cavern probably just collapsed behind you.
We see Fang take a deep breath, kind of realizing what that probably means, and then he pulls out one of the calmative vials and like feeds it through a vent.
Nice. Yep, sounds good. So you grab the lightsaber.
Yep.
Yeah, and you go back out, and I think it's like not like the entire thing is collapsed to the point where you can't get out, but it's certainly going to be like you can tell that like a lot of the rock, like everything is kind of precariously balancing against itself, and half of the room is like ripped forward, and like everything's like half things have gone down in the pit. You're gonna have to navigate this very carefully, as it's probably going to destabilize further. It's basically you can go through it and try to pick your way through the rubble that remains of this room, but at any moment the cave could finally and utterly collapse. And on top of you this time. How would you like to deal with that? Just run as fast as you can. Try to be smart and use a different skill.
Doesn't he have a jetpack?
Do you?
Nah, no. I wish I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did I perform? Oh, sorry. So I was like, can I perform a Yoda or a Toph Beifong and like try and hold the opening of the cave with telekinesis?
Did you run after Fang even though he told you not to? That could be fun.
Shock. Well, yeah, there'd probably be a delay though because he's like, right. It's like takes a little bit to process it. Like,
no, okay. I like that. Like, right? Like you didn't process it. He just ran off, and you're like, no, I'm not good. Like I'm not leaving you here, and then you run off after him. And yeah, you get there right as the room is collapsing, Jen. And so you see this mining laser like pitch into the pit, and then like just explosions and collapsing. And yeah, you're going to try to basically hold enough of it up so that he can get through. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
so
cool.
Just being support.
I like it.
It's another telekinesis.
It is another telekinesis. This is probably going to be a very difficult telekinesis though.
Oh gosh. I have to try, though.
I think it's going to be...
If she fails, does he die?
No.
Okay.
I think she dies.
No, because I don't think she's going in the room. I think she's standing outside the room, like trying to open up part of it. Yeah.
But it could be like Luke when he used so much force he died.
Although if she did go partially into the room, then she could probably get some, what's it called? Of her light side points, whatever it's called.
Empathy.
Empathy. That thing.
Yeah, I mean, up to you how much you want to risk yourself here, Jen. Are you trying to keep the entire cavern up, or are you just like keeping like a bit of an entryway at the tunnel itself? Yeah, how extreme are we going here?
I want to find a means of escape. I don't think I have enough Jedi street cred like Yoda would to be able to like hold an entire building in place.
You only have 5 in telekinesis, so that's probably a safe bet. So I think if you're going to do that, I think if you're holding basically enough of a space that she can try to get through, at least basically you're making it possible for Fang to like get to the other side and like come into the tunnel again, right? That she doesn't have to dig through stuff directly in the tunnel. I think we'll make this an OB 6 test. And if this is the case, it's definitely going to make Fang's job way easier if you manage to pull this off.
Okay. Well, maybe I can finally use the fate points that I've been spending.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say you can get both of your normal forks here, meditation and force tremors wise.
Okay.
That'll be fine.
There's a little bit more time this time.
Yep.
That's
OB 6.
2 forks, and then 0, and then OB 6. Bless you.
It's force tremors wise to like catch this in time and like note that you have to do this, and meditation to maintain it. Right?
Yes.
Would I be able to do a link test, perhaps, to give her an assist die?
With
like,
what skill?
With like force tremors wise or meditation to like sense this happening and assist her with it.
I think because you took the moment to heal the wound, I think that's why this happened in the first place. So I think no.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I think you were just like distracted during that moment.
2 helps. Op 6. Fingers crossed, guys.
You can't. Hey, there you go. Yeah, I mean those re-rolling 6s really help. All right, cool. Yeah, so you spend the 1 fate no matter what, because it's force power, but don't need to spend anything else. Yeah, so and I think that's what you see, Fang, is a room that should have collapsed in on itself, right? Should be completely collapsed, but you see just like like what you thought were impossible angles that were leaning on each other is actually her barely managing to hold up like a small pathway through the room with the force, right?
Did you mark that difficult, by the way? Jim?
Oh yeah, make sure you mark that difficult test there.
Yep.
Jen.
I did.
Sweet.
Yep.
So yeah, how are you going to manage that, Fang? Just like run as quickly as you can?
Yeah, I mean, I probably... I've got a... one of the things I grabbed is what's called a... Where is it? Come back here. Utility belt. So I probably like fix some ice spikes on my feet and then
Sure.
dash as fast as I can out.
Sure. Yeah, let's have you just make another speed test, I guess. I think...
Could I
Yep.
do a link test with jury rigging to get my ice
Sure.
spikes?
Yeah, that makes sense. I think we'll make the speed test ob 3. But yeah, the link test might help you here. You might have to spend a fate or two. Yeah, go for it. Jury rigging, what is the normal ob for? It's like making a thing do a different thing. I guess it doesn't need to be an ob 4. We can just do ob 2 for ice spikes. That's fine.
Yep.
It's easy enough.
Jury rigging ob 2.
Ooh.
And I'll use McCall on.
Oh yeah, I think you forgot to take off your disadvantage there.
Oh, my disadvantage. Yep. Hang on. But yeah, I'll use McCall on.
Yep.
And see if that helps.
Only need 2 successes there. And I think that would just be a routine and not a difficult test. Since it would just be up to. Yeah.
Give me a second. I'll just do it through the skill again.
Sure.
Because then it won't explode.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you're rerolling all your dice.
Did that not work? Refresh roll 20. Oh, there it is. Good.
Nice. Exactly what you needed. All right, cool. Yep, it's an additional die to your speed test here. Go ahead and make that ob 3 speed test, my friend. And failing this test will not mean Fang dies or anything. It'll just be more danger.
And then base obstacle 3.
Yeah. Oof. That was terrible.
Oh, 20 does dislike me. Yeah,
what are you thinking? Do you want to conjure up a speed call on for being a gank?
I probably could, but
5 dice and no successes.
I know.
That's wild.
He did it before too. That first jury rigging roll. He got 0 successes. I'm sure there's a speed call on. There's at least fleet of foot, which is an easy speed call on.
Yeah. I'll find out.
Pretty sure just 2 trait points.
Split foot, yeah, it's 2. You better go with that. Ominous. Wow. I'll speculate on that, I guess.
Wow. That's terrible. Yeah. I guess you could spend a fate point on otherness, right? Can't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. No. Roll 20 does not want.
Roll 20 is spat in your face today, my friend.
No, not happening.
That is terrible. Okay, yeah. I guess this means you fail. And I guess technically you could spend one fate on your speed test and hope for a 6 and a 6 and a success.
I could spend one fate and it could spend 4 fate and hope that it rerolls into something.
Right? Can you imagine? Up to you. How far does Roll20's malice extend?
Hang on,
It has been very unkind today.
Yep. Fang dies, guys. Sorry. A cave does him in.
Yeah.
He had armor. He told us he had armor.
It's like, well, it made him live for like a whole day before he died of hypothermia and dehydration. But yeah.
Yeah, I think.
You gonna try it? How many fate points do you have?
I think this. He just starts swearing.
Yeah.
Due to his first instinct. But yeah, we're gonna spend 4 fate on it.
And all the Star Wars curses you can remember.
Yep.
Nerf herders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You can try to help after he fails here. Right, like whatever happens next, you can try to help him.
Okay. Where's my 1d6?
You're a glutton for punishment, Josh, because I would never try this.
I have enough fate. I'm gonna have a go for it. Just why not? 1d6. Plus, it's more interesting. 1d6.
Because you still need you need 3 successes still.
Oh yeah, I know. Dude. Music. Just enough to be tantalizing.
Yep.
I get first with 0 though.
That's almost worse than getting just the 0 successes because man. Yeah, so it looks like Fang almost gets through, right? Then you see him right, like running through. You're starting to lose your grip on this thing. You're like, I can't hold it much longer. And you're like, okay, he's gonna be able to make it, right? Like, and you're readying yourself to like drop the telekinesis as soon as he, like makes the last leap, and then the ground shifts underneath him, and he just falls flat on his face, like right before he could have actually reached it, and you just can't hold on any longer, and you just have to drop the telekinesis. Fang, you definitely get a big rock dropped on you. But after that, we can try to see what you can do from there. The cave is going to like start really collapsing at this point, and there will only be fractions of moments to do things. Go ahead and we'll take some damage here. I probably just need to like assign a damage. You know what? Maybe I'll just make it the same as the light laser cannon. It's like a big rock. You have armor. Where is this?
I just remembered a trait from the discussions about Nibbit Knee.
Yeah.
About iron grip. Is it possible I could hold on to the edge?
You want to try to conjure it with otherness?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I like that.
So it's a ob 3 instead, because it's 3 points.
Okay.
Because it's a call on for any test of physical ability where you can describe how clutching something for dear life might redeem your failure. That sounds like this situation.
I love that.
Still relies on me actually succeeding in an otherness test, but
Yep. I would have just accepted my failure at this point. Oh, nice. Okay, so you do get that. This just means you have a call on, though. It does not mean you ought to succeed this.
I get to roll 2 more dice. That's what it means.
All right. Good luck.
Although, 2 more dice.
You have like a 67% chance of success here. So I guess, yeah, you did do proprioception. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So instead,
what did
when
he
we
just
get
do?
here, so he uses otherness to give himself another gank trait, which was iron grip. which is a trait that allows you to reroll like a call on a test that you fail that you might succeed because you have a really good grip on something. And so we see Fang, and I think this definitely flavors our scene here. When Jin lets go of the telekinesis, the entire floor falls. Right? She didn't realize she was doing this, but like the pit and stuff, like the mining they did and stuff like that, there were tunnels underneath this that just compromised the entire cave. And when you let go, Jin, like what the floor, the entire cavern just drops into an abyss, and Fang dangles in midair, like barely, and then just like his armored fingers manage to barely grab onto the ledge, and like even maybe for a second, like one piece of it falls off, and then you have to grab another one, right? Like it's so last second.
And then we get the scene where it's like I falling that final time, and I grab your hand instead, and you're right. Yeah, exactly. The ledge caves under him, and then we see Jin, reach out her hand, and at the last second pulls him up. And yeah, Fang, you look down and like you have no idea where the bottom of that thing is. Like it is so far down. Yeah.
He can just get new abilities whenever he wants.
Chad, I love you.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah. Otherness is a little broken. He does it gets reduced every time the stat gets reduced every time he tries to do things and whatnot or succeed.
Oh, so he runs out.
He will eventually run out.
Like it'll go to 0.
Yeah, it'll go to 0 and cease to exist. And then basically, but like it's like, cool, Wookiees can rip people's arms off. That I didn't know that. Now I do, right? Like it's that idea. It's like slowly learning what the alien species can do.
We found out that Genk are not fleet of foot. Definitely not. They are not precise with their shots. But they do have an iron grip.
Okay, they have really strong forearms.
Never challenge him to an arm wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Do you say anything, Fang or Jin, after the tense moment?
We've been trying to reach you about your speeder insurance.
Your speeder's extended warranty.
That's it. Get off my ship.
No, so it's just Jin here, but yeah, like
I know.
I think we just get unless Jin, do you have a comment to that, or do you just like stare at him in disbelief?
Stare in disbelief, shocked Pikachu.
Shocked Pikachu face. And I think we hard cut over back to Ryu and Elowen, and you guys get out of the cave, right? You two and Riss. You get out of the cave, and as soon as you get out of the cave, Elowen, there is a comm. Your comm link lights up, and it's Geralt. Right, it's your mechanic buddy.
Geralt, we're a little busy right now. What's up?
Well, Jebel's being attacked. That's what's up. And it's at that moment that you see a ship like fly around the mountain and then drop a bomb somewhere. And a huge like cloud of smoke and dust and rock goes up in the air. And you're like, oh, that's what the like rumbling was that we... yeah.
Oh, great. It's the Mandalorians. Awesome. Love that.
Yeah. And what's your initial response as the ship kind of like flies away too fast to get a good look at it, but like you can tell like something's going on.
I think she just swears and she's like, crap.
Yeah, and like you guys would be like taking a trail and then up to like a elevator of some sort and then going back up to the mining outpost with your grav sled. But I mean, who knows if that elevator is even working anymore? There's bombs dropping everywhere. Yeah, I think Geralt even says it's like, do you want me to come to you? I'm like, don't you take my ship into this cave? Well, you're outside of the cave now. Like you've reached the outside of the cave. You're kind of like in a big like trench below the outpost, and you're standing in the snow. You can look up and you see like big like support beams of the outpost like above you, and just like a platform a few hundred yards away that you would like bring the grav sled to, and then like an elevator that would take you up. But yeah, there's like rubble everywhere, snow covering everything.
Great.
Isn't this place like generally deserted, this whole planet?
Yeah, it's basically just an ice mining planet. Like people for terrorists
but
get
the
water here.
Mandalorians, I think, are attacking. Is what's happening.
No, I know, but I can hear this. No.
Yeah. You're right next to Elwyn.
Yeah, so Rhea would look to Elwyn and say, "Why would they be attacking here?"
I think they're just attacking all the Outer Rim at this point.
Mandalorians, and I shake my head.
Yeah, frick. I'm like,
Yeah, Riss is just standing next to you, like still in shock, like looking around, like cringing at every bomb, and like, whoa, what's going on?
Can we call to the guys in the cave?
Yeah, you can try to calm them. I think you all have comlinks, right?
I think Fang gave us all a comlink. Yeah.
I mean, I guess at this point, I'm just wondering if because even if we get the materials, like we're not going to have enough time to repair my ship. So
yeah, maybe. You abandon the materials here. You don't know yet. I mean, like you shot a ship go overhead. You are hearing bombing, but you really don't know the extent of anything that's happening right now. And Geralt doesn't seem to either, right? He's just like something's happening, right? Like being attacked.
Can I roll observation to figure out why they're here?
Yeah, you could probably roll something. I'm not sure it would be.
I have a being learned.
Let me
maybe I can, because I know ice planets or something. I can be like, oh, maybe it looks like they're bombing the something valley. I don't know.
Right. Let's have you make. Let's just have you make a perception test, just your stat.
Okay.
I don't think you're trying to notice something hidden necessarily, but there is something you could piece together here, I think. Let's make it just perception test. Let's make it ob 3.
Okay. Got it.
Wow, nice. That was such a good roll.
Do I get a test for challenging or
difficult on your perception? Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, so Ryu, something about this is bothering you. You're like, nah, this doesn't line up. Like, why would they be attacking here? And then another ship comes by, and you squint, and you see, you're like, no, that's not a Mandalorian ship. That's some other ship. Like, it looks way too beat up to be a Mandalorian ship. I think your best guess is like pirates. Yeah, some sort of Outer Rim scum.
Okay, so Ryu notices the ship and tells Elwyn, right? Elwyn.
Yeah.
Yep.
He says that. He goes, those aren't Mandalorians. Look at that ship. And we piece together that it's not. And then we decide what to do. I think we should radio the people inside and tell them, get out here and we need to figure something out. I don't know what we're going to do about your ship.
I just tell Geralt, I think I'm just like, it's not the Mandalorians, hang tight.
All right, I can't get a good look at anything from in here. I'll hang tight.
Because it would seem that whoever these people are don't even know we're here. They don't know anything about it.
Doesn't seem like it, yeah.
Well, I'm wondering, because does it, based on his perception check, are they attacking the outpost or are they attacking the caves, I guess is the question.
They are attacking the outpost.
Do I know?
They're attacking the outpost very specifically, but like the caves are underneath the outpost, right, in a big like trench. So,
but our ship is in the outpost.
Your ship is like above on like a landing pad, far above you.
Okay.
Well, at least it's broken. That makes it less of a target, right?
It's a very positive outlook.
Just have a giant hole in it. So like the one thing you still need to like probably the first thing to get a handle on is like, is the elevator still working? Right? Like, can we actually get up the way we came down?
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have to like move over there to check it out. But is that what you do?
Yeah, I'm just trying to feel like, okay, so like we know where the materials are. That's going to take a long time though to get back, huh? Because like it's going to take like horsepower and whatnot, or just like it's gonna take us a while to get materials back up, right? That's just not like an easy feat. Because my initial thought was, well, let's go back, get materials, that way they have something to like work with. But then it's like, well, and then we run less risk of like the caving in and leaving the materials there. But maybe our best bet is to help go stop what's ever happening, so that way it prevents less collapse. I don't know.
Could I roll like chemistry to make a serum to make myself really strong temporarily to move that stuff easily to where we need it?
I mean, sure. Star Wars doesn't really care about particular science stuff. I'm sure we could come up with something.
We haven't gathered the materials yet, though, right?
So you guys have it all on the grab sled next to you.
We do have them.
Yes, you have the
Oh,
materials.
we have the materials?
Yeah,
I thought
I described it. You guys getting the materials. Yeah.
Okay, then I would like to roll that.
I missed that.
I would like to try to do
that. So to make yourself stronger with chemistry?
Yeah, to like, because if she's saying, are we going to be able to get this back to where we need to in time? Like, if that's the problem, I feel like.
Yeah, so first thing you guys
sorry,
need to do is,
I misunderstood. I thought we didn't have the materials until.
Okay.
Yeah, you do have the materials.
So now
the thing to figure out is
how are we going to get back?
It is, can you get back the same way you went up? There is snow and debris and stuff in the way of knowing for sure. Like, you'd have to go over there. That's what I'm asking. I'm asking you, do you go over and check out
how far is it?
The elevator? It's like, I don't know, like a couple football fields away down this trench.
Yeah, I'll go over there and check it out. We can go.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go check it out for now and bring the grab sled with you. Riss is just like, cringing at every bomb and just like following along, shyly.
I think Ryu assures her like, hey, it's going to be okay. Just come with us and we're going to figure this out.
Don't you have soothing platitudes as a skill?
I don't.
No, you don't. You have like
stewardship. I have bedside manner.
You have like stewardship, which like I think you can use as, I believe, if I'm correct, you can use as soothing platitudes or something against certain people. But yeah, she nods, but you don't have any mechanical effects with those words. And so you guys make your way through like the leftovers of this bombing and stuff that's happened, and you reach the big kind of like platform elevator thing that you came down on, and it does look like it's mostly intact, but it's like the classic, like a big thing on top of the control panel. Like you're not sure how much, like the controls might be busted. You might have to fix it.
Like ice fell on it or something?
Yeah, like debris from the trench or whatever bomb hit nearby. Smashed into it. So yeah, anyone with like...
Is it still covered by that thing? Is it still covered with the debris?
Yeah. I think you'd have to like take that off and then... Like,
and I rolled telekinesis to pick up pebbles.
Yeah. there you go.
He's like, I could do this too.
Yeah.
She's like, do not help me. Actually, I think you do need help to make it a routine.
Oh, take it.
I could help.
I think it actually would be better.
I need routine and one difficult.
Yeah. No, you don't. You only got that one challenging, so you just need the 2 routine.
Oh, okay.
I think we're going to make this an ob 2, which would be difficult for you if you're just doing the telekinesis by itself. But if Alyssa helps you, I think it'll make it a routine, if I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. What is it? 3 dice against? Yeah, it is a routine. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
so 1 help.
Sure, I'll help. It doesn't help me at all, but it'll help you.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'll just be like, I'll like move my finger. I'm like, yeah, I'm practicing. I'm like, Riz, take notes here.
She's like making fun of me. Like,
she probably is better at it than I am.
I think she has a 3 in it.
Yeah. So I'm like,
do you also have a 2?
No, I have a 1 in it.
Oh,
so it literally doesn't. It doesn't help me. It gives me another challenging like.
Everything's challenging.
Everything is challenging for me.
Okay, I get 1 help.
Yep.
Thank you, Elowen. Oh.
You have to spend a fate no matter what, since it's a force power, so might as well re-roll that failed die, basically.
Okay.
So yeah, using the
it's remaining ob 1.
Yep.
Can I use 2?
Just 1 die.
Oh, okay.
There's no 6s or yeah.
There we go.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's all you needed. So you see Ryu heave this thing off, and then you take a look at it. It's definitely like busted. You'll have to figure out some jury rigging or fix or something.
Crap, our jury rigging guy is gone.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll be here eventually, but if you just stand around here, it might not be a good idea.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, what are your guys' skills?
stealth, observation, scope.
Textiles. Hey,
Yeah,
textiles. Maybe I can repair metal or something.
I don't think so. I think you can make clothes and stuff.
I have interstellar outpost wise.
Oh.
You could make a difficult interstellar outpost
I
wise
don't know
test to like
that was something I
bullcrap
want to
this.
do. Right? I don't know. Like, will this elevator hold or not? What is my experiences with elevators in interstellar outposts?
Yeah. Yeah, I would allow an interstellar outpost wise of some middling ob, I think, to basically just try to like fix it based on your knowledge of stuff like this. It would be difficult.
Could we meditate?
All the interstellar outposts I've been to have working elevators. It's
it's less that and more like, oh, is there like something you can rewrite a power quickly or whatever?
Can
have I done
this thing and just say if you don't help us, you're gonna
actually. Another idea would be to do telekinesis to the elevator and just lift you guys up manually.
But we're so weak.
But then we combine but then we leave our companions behind, though.
I mean, yeah, but
and I don't need a challenging test.
Jin has a great telekinesis. She can lift herself up with this, no problem.
Can they? How far away are they? Minutes or like a long time?
I would say minutes, but like there is an active bombing happening of this outpost right now. So like the longer you stay here, like minutes will mean something happens before then, right?
Great. Our two best Jedi are gone, while the two weaker ones
I'm the
are like,
doctor one.
How do we get this elevator to work?
As a note, if you try to like help have Riss help you with things, she has skills and things you could do.
Yeah, what does she have?
She actually has jury rigging. She has jury rigging.
Riss has jury rigging,
she
and
does.
you just thought to mention that?
I've said multiple times, she's standing there shell-shocked. You got to talk to her.
So I need to give her a accommodative.
Sure, yeah.
Riss, you know anything about this elevator?
She looks at you blankly.
Riss, do you know anything about this elevator? It's important.
I haven't. And then you'll have to do say something to do ugly truth or whatever, right? To snap her out of it.
Riss, snap out of it, or people are going to die. Let's go.
Yeah, so I think you can make this test to try to snap her out of it. Let's see.
Riss, a Jedi. This is what a Jedi does.
Right.
Come on.
It's gonna be an ob 3 ugly truth for for friends, basically.
Not the worst case scenario.
No, yeah, you're probably right. It's probably just an ob 1. There's not much nuance.
I would say at least meet me in the middle with an ob 2.
Yeah, let's do ob 2 because I do think it's just the difficulty of snapping her out of it. It's not yeah.
Okay, cool.
Can I fork in etiquette because I recognize her clothing and what culture she comes from?
No. No.
I mean, help her with etiquette.
I don't think there's anything I can fork in here. I don't think I have any other.
No, I don't think so.
Skills. Jedi doctrine. This is what a Jedi does.
Yeah.
No, I think that's a stretch.
I'll help with that as well.
No, that's a stretch.
All right, that's fine. All right, here we go.
Yeah, ob 2.
Yeah, ob 2. Okay.
What? While she rolls that, what can you use telepathy for?
Telepathy is for reading people's minds and projecting images and thoughts and things. Also receiving images.
So can you influence people? Is that when they're this is not the droid? Is that telepathy or is that something else? Or is that Jedi mind trick or something?
I think it is a subset of telepathy.
Yep.
Woo! I have upgraded my ugly truth. I have told so many ugly truths.
Nice.
Yeah,
very honest.
Riss blinks and she's like, yes, I'm sorry. I think I could. And then she kneels down in the snow and says, "Oh, this thing is really damaged. I'm gonna need some help." She starts fiddling with it as best she can.
I have been on elevators before.
What kind of help? What can we do?
I think you can help her with interstellar outpost wise. That seems fine to me.
That's what I was getting at.
Yep. Ryu, I'm not sure you actually have anything.
I can't help
here. Yeah, I don't think you do. But she can attempt a jury rig.
Unless it's armor-wise. Maybe the machine had some armor on it that I can tell her about.
No, I don't think so. Jury rigging. let's see. Repairs with incompatible parts. Yeah. Rerouting power. Getting one more. And you know what? I think it's getting one more use out of it before it dies forever.
Yeah.
Right. It's like damaged enough that she's like, I could repair it slightly, reroute some things, and get it to work one time, and then, you know. So let's have her roll that. She has jury rigging at 3. She will get a help from Elowin. She also has some skills that don't help her. No, I'm gonna give her industry wise. Like this is a mining outpost, right? That she's familiar with all of this tech because she's lived here for forever. I don't think she has anything else. Because the other ones she has is like wilderness wise and survival, but yeah. Okay.
Survival maybe a link test, like
yeah, I think it's too rough. She does have one persona that she earned last time. You know what? Why not? This is like probably the one.
Don't kill her off.
Well,
what's
she's
the
an NPC. It's 3.
Okay, all right, fine.
So I'm gonna have her spend her persona. Like this is what she's an NPC that. This is like the one important thing she's gonna do today. So, all right, here we go. I think you're muted.
She's a named NPC. It would start with 1 and 1 anyway. So this would be a. Second.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean that is it. It might be different for. I don't know if Star Systems has anything else to say about it. Either way, she'll spend her one persona that she earned last time. That's the one she's spending. Okay, here we go. Ooh, so close. Yeah. So I think if she's a named NPC, she has a fate point. The one fate point she has, and we'll see if she can get this. Woohoo! Nice. Reroll and everything. Okay, yeah. So
nice.
she manages to rewire some things, and presses something into the panel, and then we see the elevator light up, and the grab slide slowly slides into place on top of it. And she says, "All right, I think I can get one more use out of this thing before it dies forever. Everyone on."
And then Ryu yells into the comm, "We gotta go! This grav lift has one lift left on it. Where are you guys at?"
And like you guys have reached the entrance, the exit to the cave, and you see like a couple football fields of distance between the two of you, and you see a ship start to like kind of circle around, and we get a shot of the pirate inside, and he's like, "I got bogeys on the ground over here. Do you want me to give him a sweep?" And someone else on the comm says, "Yeah, we don't want any survivors. We need to show them who's boss. This will be the last time that the commander screws us over." And then he starts to like flip on his little like bombing aiming thing, and we start to like as he like goes down the trench and is just gonna like try to sweep the whole thing. What are you guys gonna do? Like he's coming towards you, down the trench towards the elevator. And you guys have to like, you're like about halfway. There's like a triangle here. We're like there at the elevator. You guys are at the entrance to the cave. And then the guy is coming down the trench, like to the left of you. And so you guys have to like get there before he gets to you with his starship. You just gonna run? You're gonna like push yourself? What are you gonna do?
Do the Jedi
go
speed from
and then
episode 1.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are at the elevator. It's up
We're
to
at the elevator.
I'm asking Olivia and Josh here.
Okay.
Yeah, what they're...
Got it. That's what I thought you were doing, but yeah.
Yep. Make a run for it. What do you think? You can also just like try to, I don't know, attack the starship, I guess, the bomber.
Where is the bomber? How far away are we from it?
Yeah, so you guys are in a trench right now, and to your right, about the length of like 3 football fields, is the elevator that goes up into the outpost, and they're currently on it, Chad and Alyssa's characters and Riss, in the grav sled. And then down about, like maybe 6 football fields to your left, starting down into the trench, moving at a very fast speed because it's a bomber, is this pirate craft that is now starting to like just rake the bottom of the trench with bombs. So you're gonna have to run very, very fast, or try to like do something to this bomber before
Oh,
It hits ya.
It's dropping his payload.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shoot!
Part of me wants to intimidate.
He just stands as a lone man in the trench, and he just fears because he's so intimidated.
Pull out both lightsabers.
Yeah.
Come at me, bro. But no, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because the three things I could see is run. And that's going to be a difficult test. You could try to telekinesis push yourself really, really far, really fast, and then maybe die on landing. Or you could do something to the ship, such as throw your lightsaber at it, try to telekinesis it, or interact with the bombs in some way with your Jedi powers. Those are options.
Just take one of those bombs and go. Whoop!
Yeah. You try to shove it back up in there and have it go off. Yeah.
Can you just force push the ship to just barely touch the side of the cave wall and crash?
Yeah. Those are all options.
A gentle suggestion.
Just give it a little nudge.
Yeah, the trench is big enough that you'll have to shove it pretty far to get him to crash into the side of it. But
dang it.
yeah, it's not that narrow.
It's not like the Death Star Canyon where
No, it's not that.
they barely.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a wide rift in the ground.
Okay.
We can't force hold a bomb that is activated in the hub of the ship for it to explode.
Again, you could try something like that. That sounds kind of difficult to me, though, especially at the distance you guys are at. You'd have to wait until it's on top of you, right?
That's risky. Fang has almost died many times today.
I suppose you guys could just go back into the cave. I guess, yeah, honestly, another option is to say, go up the elevator, do not wait for us, and then figure it out down here, right? You guys are the two self-sacrificial
it's
Jedi
that
types.
hard to decide.
Yeah, I mean, Fang would say just go.
Yeah, do you still have your jetpack, Fang?
I thought he had one too.
I never had a jetpack
in my life.
Why do we all think he had one?
Well, because he's like a bounty hunter type.
This is the Mandela effect.
Comes with the territory.
He has Mandalorian armor on, so
yeah, I guess we might be able to figure it out on our own. We can try jerry-rigging something or use telekinesis to push ourselves up after
they fly away.
After the threat is gone.
It would be easy enough to get in the air. The problem is landing.
Sticking the landing.
But yeah, it does make sense that Fang would just say go up the elevator, right? Do you do so?
Okay.
Are they rare? So you guys have no confidence that you can run over here quickly enough.
That would involve
given the
risk
speed
of
test
leaving
that
one
made,
of us behind. Yeah.
Given the speed test that have been made already.
And it's probably better to stick together than to leave someone behind. I don't think Jin could carry Fang. Fang could probably carry Jin, but I'm worried about your speed tests, to be honest.
Yep.
And the damage that you've already incurred.
I think if you tell us to go, I think Ryu would be like, all right, let's go. We need to get these parts of the ship.
Oh, Evelyn is 100%. All right, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, so if you say that, we're going.
You have the two least sacrificial Jedi.
I just want to get back to my lab.
I want to just get back to your ship.
Well,
I'm like, we got to repair the ship first before we can deal with anything else. So it's like,
yeah.
I like to think that I like to think that Riss is the one hesitating at this point. Despite it all, she's just like, wait, are we actually? And then Ryu and Ellen just turn. She's like, press the button. She's like, okay.
Yeah, we could probably. I think Fang and I could probably wait it out. Go back into the cave so we can avoid dying, and then figure things out afterward. Potentially, if you guys get repairs, depending on how long that takes, you guys may be able to come down. We could probably try to skillfully launch ourselves into the ship. We have options.
Fang starts packing a snowball.
Just gonna start piling snowballs on the ships.
So I do think that what you see is that the bomber's like going into the trench, right? And as we see on its like HUD, like the elevator lifting up, and he's only about halfway down the trench by the time the elevator gets out of its real range, like given its run that it's doing. And so he says, curses under his breath, and then he looks and sees like on his life scanner, he's just like, there's 2 over there still, and then and so you see the ship just like aiming straight towards you guys now, letting bombs out. What do? You go back in the cave?
How lovely. We don't have any bombs on us. That would be nice.
Throw a snowball?
Throw a snowball.
You could make like a ice snow cover and run around and hide or something.
So you use telekinesis
like
to
if you're
throw
a
gigantic snowball.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I love to think this is so dumb, but like I love to think that like Fang actually does like lean down and like start to make a snowball. He's like, like how many credits you bet me to see I get like hit that thing, hit the broadside of it, and then Olivia's like, no wait, like Jen's like, no wait, and then she starts making a giant snowball with telekinesis. So dumb.
Big icicle.
That's my headcanon right there. Yeah, what do you guys do? There's a bomber coming towards you. There's been like multiple points in this session where I've told Olivia or Josh or both of them, this bad thing is really about to happen, and then they just sit staring at me like, I don't know, Caleb, this is bad.
I know.
How long do I think I have?
Not too long. It was already halfway down the trench by the time it turns.
How janky is that ship?
It's mildly janky. It's a pirate ship.
It's silly, but I think Fang will use transmission to try and intercept their radio broadcast and transmit something to them, and just start counting down from 5.
Okay, yeah, sure. We can make a transmission test.
This is Fang, Gun, Diplomat, and Jedi, as well as a gank. You have 5, 4, 3.
Right. Do the KOTOR thing, yeah. You're holding your snowball instead of a thermal detonator.
Yeah, I ignite both the lightsabers, like so he's got something like bright to see that. Oh yeah, he is a Jedi.
Yeah. Okay, opt 2 to intercept the radio broadcast. What
color is the other one? The second.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I thought it would have been cool if one of the lightsabers she had was red, but there's no real reason that it would have been. So I think I gave her a blue lightsaber. Yep. So let's say this one is purple.
Oh, dang it. Why do you have to make it such a cool color?
Yeah, and I've got transmissions, which says that it can transmit or intercept a radio broadcast. So I can do that if you'd like.
My brain's like, try to strike raid the cockpit with the lightsaber. I don't think that's going to work.
Just force choke him from far away.
It's not the Jedi way.
Fang might do it.
He's supposed to be a diplomat, though.
Have you seen this guy?
Is that something I consented?
Sorry, say that again.
I've got transmissions, which says that it can transmit and intercept.
Yeah. Up to. I think I already said it.
Sorry. Yeah. I missed that.
You good?
Transmissions. I get a +1 die to this because of my helmet. Well, actually, because it's inside my brain. But
could I fork in persuasion at all?
That'd probably come in when when
you're actually talking to the guy.
Oh, once you succeed.
Yeah, he has to actually hack into the broadcast first.
I see.
There you go. Yeah, so it only takes you a second, right? Like you rig your comms to get into the channel, and yeah, you say,
yeah, this is Fang Gun, Jedi diplomat, and gank Jedi diplomat. You have 5, 4, 3.
So you just want to intimidate him, basically.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you have a 9 in intimidation.
9?
Yeah, remember? He rolled his stupid otherness and got a 9. Like, it was ridiculous.
That is not the Jedi way.
Well, yes, it's the gang quit.
I did say that I'm going to do things non-lethally at the moment, so yeah.
All right. Your ob is 4.
Mm-hmm.
Watch roll 20, not give
other
it to him.
persuasion skills, but maybe conspicuous as a
Sure.
4.
Yeah, conspicuous. Yeah, you're standing there with your lightsabers, right? Yeah.
I don't think it's oratoriness enough to actually do any of those, but
You don't have enough time for oration.
Yeah. Base obstacle 4.
Nice. Yeah. So you get to about like 2, and then he says, "Oh, I got other things to bomb anyway," and he right like turns off the signal entirely. He's like, "I don't want to listen," and then he just veers away. And yeah, it goes back to like bombing the outpost, obviously, but like we hear his like commanding officer ping him on the thing again. He turns his comm system on. He's like, "What happened? You get him?" And and the guy says, nah, they went back into the cave. Nothing to shoot." And then flies away. So Riss and Ryu and Elowin, all 3 of you get to the top of the lift, and things are a little crazy. There are pirates that have landed at this point and are like, you see a firefight like a little bit away from you. So there's like a firefight happening with some what looks like innocent mechanic types that are desperately trying to fight back, kind of behind you. And then forward is where your ship is. And it does seem like there is a group of pirates moving towards the ship from further towards the outpost. Like you're going to like in a triangle, like reach there maybe at the same time.
My ship?
Are they?
Yeah, your ship.
Yeah. Are they in between us and the ship, or are they like off to the side?
They are going to
approaching
reach the
from a
ship.
different-
They're going to reach. They're off to the side, approaching from a different angle. They're going to reach the ship around the same time you guys would.
Okay.
I want to like calm Garrel and be like, Garrel, get your guns ready. It's pirates.
Yeah, he's like, I've already been ready. We see him like, hanging out next to the entrance with like his blaster pistol. And we see Garm like hiding.
So I think we leave the grav lift wherever we are instead of trying to take it with us so that we can go over there and
Just leave the
defend the ship. That's what I think.
Okay,
The sled, yeah. The sled.
If anything, I would probably tell Riss to hide with it, right? Like,
okay,
find somewhere to hide.
Somewhere. Yeah.
We're gonna take care of this.
So as a note,
does she have a lightsaber?
Yes, she does.
Right now?
Yeah.
Right, but she could. So I'm like, I would like her to hide, right? And if she needs to defend herself, like do that. But like, like.
As a note, just to make sure you didn't miss it as characters, there are innocent mechanics being killed behind.
Yeah, they're being killed.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, none of them have weapons, so they're just like being killed by the pirates.
Yeah. No, we'll go help.
Okay, Ryu ignites his lightsaber.
Are you gonna go help them before you save your ship? Or
Ryu
okay.
gets. We get off the grav lift. We see what's happening, and we know Ryu notices them going towards the ship and these mechanics, and he ignites his lightsaber immediately and runs over to where the mechanics are. And I want to try to deflect some blaster bullets back at the pirates. Can I do that?
Yeah. So you basically want to get their attention so they start shooting at you and then try to deflect.
Yeah, and then I want to yell at them and say, do you want the wrath of the Jedi to come down on you or something? Not the wrath.
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
You don't want to make an enemy of the Jedi Order.
Yeah, let's have you make a conspicuous test first to start off with. Sounds like you're just trying to make yourself noticed.
I have to learn that.
You do indeed. It shouldn't be super difficult, but let's give it a sniff here.
What is that based on?
Yes. Will.
Okay.
All right. I think this is gonna be just an ob one. I mean, you're a Jedi with a lightsaber on a platform. It's not super difficult to get their attention, but there is a chance that you won't get their attention in time.
I got it.
Nice. Yeah, there you go. You went to double. So
I
you
get-
say that, right? You say like you don't want to mess with the wrath of the Jedi or whatever, and they do start shooting at you because
Yeah,
what else
okay.
would you do?
Do
Elwyn,
people do people like respect Jedi in this time?
Yeah,
Or
I mean, it's the old Republic, right?
But the pirates are just like, they don't care.
I don't think they knew Jedi were here, right? So like this is definitely a surprise.
Okay.
And so they're instantly like, like shooting at you. So your plan is to like block their bolts.
I just want to block blaster bolts from hitting these guys.
Mhm.
And maybe, do I have to roll for that? Isn't that a roll?
I'm pretty sure that what happens is they roll marksmanship and you roll lightsaber, right? Like you're defending with lightsaber. Yeah. Real quick, Elwyn, what are you doing? Are you gonna go after them with Ryu or?
Well, does Riss listen to me?
Oh yeah. Let's have you make an ugly truth test real quick for that.
Okay.
That is
Okay.
very, very honest.
Let's make a Ob 3 ugly truth. I think she's a little feral. I think at this point she would be like, like you want to actually do something. Yeah, I think so. I don't think she would hide.
I stepped her out of it so good that she's like, she wants to fight now? Really? Okay.
She has been surviving. No, yeah, you know what? I think you're right, because she's been surviving by hiding mostly. I think if she was cornered, she would act feral.
Right, that's fine. That's kind of what I'm counting on.
let's make an Ob 1 ugly truth test. I think the main thing here is that she wants to come with you rather than hiding by herself. Right.
Okay. Right. She feels safer with me, but I'm like, no. You'll be safer with just like go hide, protect this stuff.
And let's make an Ob 3. I think that's significant enough. Like I think her instinct is to like she would not leave you guys right now, right? Like she wants to stay with you guys because you are powerful Jedi with lightsabers. I don't think she would run off by herself right now.
Okay, that's fair. All right. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go. So she nods shakily and then rushes off the grav sled following her like an obedient dog off towards some cranny somewhere.
Because I also want that stuff protected too, so I figured,
let me real quick make a roll
and then I actually think if he's distracting the people with the mechanics, then I would probably go straight towards the ship, to be honest.
Okay.
That sounds like what your character would do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It is my instinct to want to know where my ship is all the time, so.
Yep. So she doesn't have stealthy, unfortunately.
Really? Okay.
I feel like she maybe should have it, given the backstory. I'm going to give it to her. I think she should have it, actually. Given all the time she spent in those caves hiding from people.
Yeah.
I'm going to give her a 4 in stealthy. I don't think she gets any bonuses here. I will roll for the pirates. They do not have observation trained. So this is just being learned. Whoops. Using a character sheet from before, and they still had a thing. So it would be a 0.5 basically for her. She just needs to get the 1 success to succeed. There you go. So she successfully, for now, hides in a cranny somewhere from the rest of the pirates with your materials. And then, Ryu, let's, Elwyn's going to rush over to the pirates, but let's see your lightsaber versus their marksmanship here real quick. There are several of them shooting at you, so this is more difficult than just like one dude. Let me see. They don't really have any other bonuses, I don't think. You know what? Slightly different character sheet. I think they would. Okay. This is your Ob 4 for lightsaber. Whole bunch of pirates immediately turning and shooting at you at once.
Nothing's an automatic fork for lightsaber, right? Like meditation.
I think
Jedi
meditation isn't it, Josh? Isn't because it's like you're maintaining your lightsaber with the Force.
Meditation is an auto fork.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
So I have 1.
Yep. I think just that one.
And base off. Oof.
All right, close. So lightsaber is open ended, so you can't spend anything on that 6, but you can spend 1 fate to reroll 1 failed dice on that lightsaber test.
Okay. I will.
Do it. Oof.
No.
Roll 20 is mean today. Yeah, you don't have any call on traits for this, so I think you fail, my friend. You get shot with blaster bolts.
Well, was my goal to? My goal was to deflect them back at them.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens normally if you when you defend with lightsaber. If you do,
But isn't
if
it
you
different between like reflecting it back right at them versus like just away?
I think it's like depends on how many successes you get. I think is the idea. Let me find the part where it talks about it. I know it has a whole thing about lightsabers blocking things and whatnot. Deflection. Here we go. Let me redirect.
Afraid I'll redirect it.
May direct.
Where's your lightning?
That was a good Zuko impression, actually. Just like the way he said it. A lightsaber test may directly oppose marksmanship, gunnery, and throwing without suffering any inherent disadvantages for weapon length, range, or even the blurring speed of the projectile. I think if you succeed, you do it, but you failed.
Yeah, it was a little unclear last time I looked at it because, like, when you tie, it's unclear whether it should do an incidental hit to you or whether you should do an incidental hit to them.
If the shooter is using plasma or energy weapons like blasters and was in the sorcerer's presence, the sorcerer may redirect the bolt to a target within their presence and the blaster's range. Ballistic weapons may be deflected but not redirected. Defensive intents for the tests are legitimate, but the sorcerer will either have to get close or draw their own firearm to actually eliminate their attacker. When a bullet is deflected, roll die fate. If it comes up a 1, the sorcerer takes an incidental hit anyway, as they are peppered by molten bullet shrapnel. Yeah, I would say. I mean, he just straight up failed. I just don't. I think he just gets hit with blaster bolts. Yeah, and then there's no.
Ouch! What a lame Jedi.
Poor Ryu. If only Elowen had backed you up, you would have had one more die to use. Here, quick, roll another die right now, Chad, to see if she would have. If it's Elowen's fault.
What do I roll?
Just roll a d6.
I was convincing Riz to hide.
She would have saved me.
Yep, I knew it. It's all Alyssa's fault, like usual.
What? How?
I'm just saying so at this point. Let's see.
You just know you can get a rise out of me, Caleb.
Yep. No armor boy. Fun.
I do have armor because I stole that Mandalorian armor.
Are you
Aren't I wearing
it?
Yeah. I never took it off. I put it on before we got to the ice planet.
I have not been imagining you with Mandalorian armor.
Yeah, well, I put on the chest plate and I had the helmet on, and I think I took the helmet off, but not the
Okay,
the chest.
I mean, you be honest with me, Chad. Would you have worn that into the cave?
Yeah, I think he had the chest plate on this whole time.
Just the chest plate.
Yes, just the chest plate.
Okay,
nothing else.
That's probably where they would have been hitting anyway. Because I don't think they got it.
I think that's all I had was the chest plate and the helmet.
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me find.
I didn't know that I had to have I didn't know there was an armor thing too.
No, yeah, it needs to be on. I should have put it on your character sheet when we talked about it originally. That was my bad. Okay, so this would be Mandalorian armor. It's going to be 5 dice or 5 rating.
Okay.
On your torso.
They happen to shoot me in the both
wait,
legs.
is that how that works, Josh? Does the 5 on the torso still happen, or is it because it's Star Wars armor? It's just all the same.
I believe so. It still applies.
It still applies. Okay. I'll trust you. Okay. Now it's just.
At least I haven't read anything to the contrary.
Yep. Makes sense to me. Because the helmets have different ratings, so I assume it works similarly.
Yeah.
I just think it'd be ironic if Ryu's whole mission is to defeat Mandalorian armor, but by the end of the story, he has a whole set of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like that he wears around.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, I'm gonna roll Die Fate to see what damage they do to you. Ooh, you're lucky. It gets completely absorbed by the Mandalorian armor.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So you get
maybe
peppered
I do like Mandalorian armor after all.
Yeah. You get peppered with the stuff, and it just absorbs, right? It just completely nullifies on the Mandalorian armor, and they get a little scared, right, as you stalk towards them, a Jedi in Mandalorian armor.
Yeah, because I pictured him with the.
See, I knew you didn't need my help.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I picture
Elwin
him
is
with
definitely the most selfish out of all. Of
No,
you.
I'm sure. Oh, 100%.
I'm not going to get any empathy test for this session.
No.
That's for sure.
like with the chest plate, and then his robe is over it. That's how I was picturing it.
Yeah. No, that's probably what happens then too. You like as you're going forward, your like robe falls off, right? And then there's just the chest plate underneath, and it's just right. And they're like, "Uh-oh."
Yeah,
cool.
It's cool.
All right, so Elwin, go ahead and make a speed test for me. We'll see if you can intercept these guys going to the ship.
Into my ship.
This is your ob.
Sweet.
A 1.
What? I swear, if I get a
you
zero,
are going to get a 0. You're going to get a 0.
I will literally burst into tears.
You're going to get a 0.
I will literally burst into tears if I get a 0.
You're going to get a 0.
I have a 6 in speed. Okay, like.
Oh no.
Everything has been leading. Oh man.
Oh, okay, there we go. He said, "Oh man."
Everything, all the foreshadowing was there. All right. Yeah. So you managed to get them right as they were getting to the ramp, basically. And like the ramp is.
Right.
Like
I like to think just like for flavor's sake, like I like do a little flip over them and like.
Right. And like light your lightsaber as soon as you like stand in front of them. Yeah. Yeah, and you see like a guy who's probably like pirate sergeant or whatever, right? Stand in front of you, and he's like, "Get out of the way, Jedi! We're taking this ship and everything on it."
Who do you think you're talking to?
I think I'm talking to a nosy Jedi who's sticking her nose where she doesn't belong.
You don't belong here.
Yeah, that's right.
This isn't Jedi business. We own this rock, whether or not you want to admit it.
I don't know what
Elwin
has to say. I feel like Elwin's just like, I've heard enough.
She's attack.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, cool. Same verse, second verse, same as the first. I think it's just lightsaber versus their marksmanship, right? Like they're gonna try to shoot you as fast as they can.
Now, Garrel's right behind me, right? With the guns. Can he help me?
Yeah, I imagine that the door was closed, right? Like he was holding up in here. So unless you comms him to like tell him to do this.
Well, I told him to get ready. So
yeah, I mean he's getting ready. He's on the other side of the door.
He said he was ready.
Yeah,
so.
I guess he could probably like. You know what? That's kind of cool, actually. I think he probably saw like on a camera or something, right? That you did this, and so right as you start fighting. Right before you start fighting, the door slides down. And he just goes and just starts shooting out of the door, right up on the ramp.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can get some help from him.
Cool.
Garrel has a marksmanship of 2, but it doesn't matter for you. You just get a die.
It's fine. Okay. Am I since I'm attacking first? Am I making the ob? Are they becoming the defender now? Is that how this is working, or I don't know.
I will just roll it first because then you know
okay,
can know the op for
sake. Oh, okay.
For advancement purposes. They doesn't matter for them, right?
Sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give them a few dice here. Oh, that was a good roll.
No.
All right, 7
She's going to die
successes.
protecting her ship.
I mean, she got a persona. She's just not going to die. She'll be fine.
Oh my god.
I'll have to use stewardship on her.
Yeah, so this is like a tough pirate sergeant guy with his retinue. I mean, let's be real. Elwin's not good at this.
You were worried about yourself over there. How selfish are you?
Yeah, Ryu, come on. What the heck,
Why'd
man?
you
Why
say
did you help Elwin?
mechanics?
They were going to die anyway.
Oh.
Oh, crap. Okay.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything. I can
Lucky,
fork.
sis.
I don't think I have
Meditation.
anything I can fork in here.
Meditation.
I don't have meditation.
What?
I don't
You're
have
Jedi.
meditation. I have the telepathy, telekinesis, Jedi doctrine, and linguistics.
Roll ugly truth.
And I still don't know what this does. The preception. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Proprioception.
What is that doing?
That's
The
for
thing I was using earlier.
yeah, it's
Huh.
for
where you
speed
basically
and
set it up so when you spend fate on it, you 6s, 5s, and 4s.
Oh,
but it's mainly for like raw stat tests, like, and then like I think health. No, not health.
Yeah, health.
It is health. Okay, yeah, it's like physical
got
stuff.
it. Right. Okay, that's right.
Raw
Okay.
physical stuff.
This is
Good luck.
not gonna go well for me. I mean, I don't even think I can succeed at this because what?
I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen? You have Mandalorian armor, right, Ella? What? Oh wait. Oh no.
I don't even think I can succeed at this because I've only got, if I got a plus
It's
one,
like everyone
from
else
him,
does.
then 5. I've only got 5. Even if I spend persona, that's only 6 dice I'm rolling.
I mean, worst case scenario, you're gonna die and you have to spend a persona point to not die. You know.
Thanks, Caleb. Appreciate that.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna get a wound dice in this campaign too. I hate this.
I'll have it for the rest of the game.
Now with because this is a Jedi skill, right? It automatically rerolls 6s automatically, right? So
It is open ended. Yeah, lightsaber is.
so it is possible, just not likely.
It's got to be lucky. Unfortunately, roll 20 is out to get you.
It is out to get me today. I'm gonna go ahead and I have 3 persona, so I might as well throw 1 in here. I feel like I just should, even so I'm still rolling only 6 dice versus 7, but you know, it's
What if you get all 6s?
This is awesome.
very unlikely.
Well, now that you've said it, Chad, it won't happen. But yeah, you know,
Hey.
optimistic thinking.
Yep. That's about what I
All right,
expected.
that's not the worst though. Do you want to try it on a long shot there?
Oh, it's like 1 dice for
1 fate, get 2 6s and a success in a row. It's happened before.
it's
I've seen
what,
it happen
like-
so many times playing Burning Wheel over the last 10 years.
I mean, I've got 7 fate. I might as
Yeah.
well, but it's like I don't have any faith in roll 20 right now.
Good. You should not.
Nope.
No.
Oh,
Big old flat 0. And I don't suppose you have a call on for this, do you?
Nope. I have a call on for pilot and
Circles, I believe.
circles. Yeah.
All right. As it stands, they're gonna get to shoot you in the head, basically.
Great.
Right. And so you're gonna take like whatever the wound is in the head.
Awesome.
oh my gosh.
So we're just rolling die fate? Is that what's happening? Just see what the wound is?
I don't know. You're the DM.
I'm asking you if you want to spend your persona like before we even know, right? Or just see.
Well,
I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
it
What would using my persona now do? I
yeah,
guess.
you can. Nah, it doesn't. make
Isn't
sense.
it? Isn't it usually after we know?
Yeah,
what
yeah,
the-
yeah. I don't know why I even asked. I'm just gonna roll the die fate.
Okay.
3. Okay, it's a B7 wound.
Meaning.
I don't think you have a good PTGS, my friend. So it's a serious wound for you. That is 3 dice taken away, which means you go unconscious. All right, you can take this as is, or you can spend a persona now to redirect the. And I do think Geralt is getting this too because he's also getting shot at, right? Like he joined you in the.
Yeah.
I think he has armor though, so it might be less for him. So up to you though. Do you want to redirect the situation away from your certain unconsciousness into something that will be another test you have to succeed on, but will be a different kind of danger?
So like, give me an example. I guess.
So in the Burning Wheel section where it talks about this, the example it gives that I like to talk about is a knight is fighting a troll. the troll would just smash him with his hammer, and instead he spends a persona point to dangle off the cliff edge with the troll above him, about to step on his foot. Like, there's still a danger, but it's a different type of danger. You're not dead yet, but there's another roll you have to make now.
But I still take the.
You will not take the wound.
Oh, I won't take the wound.
No,
you just spend the persona.
Yeah, if you spend the persona, you will redirect the failed roll here will not happen, and
you could still die.
Basically, you'll go from the frying pan into the fire.
Right. I understand. Okay. I'm going to spend the persona. I do not want a -3.
Yeah.
Severe. I don't want to go unconscious. So, I'll spend it.
Yeah. What do we think this means? It could be that they take you prisoner. Though maybe that doesn't make sense given. I don't know. Obviously they're like bombing things around, so it could just be like debris falls. And you have to deal with that instead. Any thoughts, anyone? Frying pan is.
So does this rewind to when she first walked up to the ship?
No, it will be. She will have started to fight them, but instead of ending with
something else happen,
something else will happen. Yeah. But basically, what it is it's she won't get the wound. She will be in a different, dangerous situation that she will have to make a different roll to get out of. But same level of stakes typically, right? Like getting grievously injured will be on the line in some way, usually.
I'm trying to think what makes sense here.
We could also threaten your ship instead, right?
Right, like some of they
instead of shooting you, they shoot the ship or something.
Right. Like maybe I do deflect some of it, but then it goes wild, right?
Yeah, maybe it could be you deflect the bolts fine, but like a pirate with a missile launcher comes out and shoots your ship instead, right? Or something.
Right. Makes the damage worse. Yeah.
That could be one range. It could be that you're forced to surrender or get shot in the face, right? And now they have you captive and your lightsaber is gone. And then you have to deal with it from there, right?
Yeah.
We have a doctor in our group in case you do go unconscious.
I mean, I do feel like I know, but -3. You do not want a -3 dice. -1 is already bad enough.
Just have Fang.
I feel like it would make sense that Elwyn would that there would be enough bolts that he would be I feel like not surrendering, but her getting some equivalent of captured makes sense for her. And lightsaber taken away, that whole jazz.
Sure, yeah. So maybe they shoot the lightsaber out of your hand instead. And you're I'm well, okay, yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. And so Ryu, you're dealing with, because you absorbed the blaster bolts, but you still have to fight these guys, right? So you're busy for a while, and so we see that you're just fighting over there, and Elwyn, you just slowly raise up your hands, Han Solo style, and then they she turns you around, prods the blaster bolt in your back, right, and just says "Walk, Jedi," right, and forces you up there, and then Garrel has to drop his gun because you're threatened, and they
so
walk up into the ship.
He didn't get shot.
No, I think both of you are fine, but Elwyn is captured at gunpoint. Another one grabs Garrel and puts a gun to his back, right? And they're just forcing you to walk into the ship at this point, and then we'll cut away and come back to that in a second. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I like that.
I want to attack these guys.
They're gonna freaking free those Mandalorians, aren't they?
Ryu, you're just gonna fight these guys basically.
So how many are there? How many are there shooting the mechanics? And how many were there by the ship?
So I think there was a good maybe 5-6 by the ship, and more 4 fighting the mechanics.
Okay, I want to go kill the 4 by the mechanics. I want to run up to them and attack them.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, it would basically be the same roll, but we could continue the fight from there and see how it goes.
They roll the same marksmanship. Or do you do it again?
Yeah, I'll roll that right now. All right, your ob is they got way better on that one. You're on 7.
Man, can we go back to having them roll the same marksmanship? I only have 6
I'm pretty sure that was the same roll.
And 1 help.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be hard.
Good luck, buddy. At least you have the Mandalorian armor.
Yeah, but I want to kill them.
As long as they don't get too many successes above you, they will have to shoot your armor instead of the part of you. Ooh, yeah, you're gonna want to spend some fate on that. You can only spend one, but you're gonna want to spend a fate on it at least, because otherwise they're gonna be able to shoot your head instead of your chest. All right, 5. I think they still can shoot your head. Yeah, I think if you had the 1 success under, I think you would have been fine. Right, because it's 2 to move from chest to head, I believe. Typically. So we'll do it that way. And I'll roll die fate for them. And you might have to spend a persona point. No, you failed.
Oh.
You might have to spend your own persona point here in a second. We'll see how this goes.
How do you get persona?
Oh, you cheeky bugger. That's a 4 for you, a B4, which is not going to be that bad at all, I don't think. Yeah, it's superficial wound. So you get necked, like a blaster bolt grazes your cheek.
Like Trump's ear.
Yeah. You'll get a +1 ob penalty at this point, but nothing else.
Okay. But I don't kill any of them.
No, yeah, I mean, you probably are pressing closer to them, but like they're dangerous, and they're starting to surround you in a way that it's hard to like keep your lightsaber pointed at all the angles. But I think we'll cut away from that.
Couldn't I have gotten a help from the mechanics shooting at them?
No, the mechanics all ran away. They didn't have guns. That's why.
I thought they had guns. I thought there was a gunfight. I thought you said there was a gunfight. I think
I described that there was. Maybe originally I described that they were desperately trying to fight back, but I don't think they had guns. Maybe one guy found a gun and then got shot. I think the ones that you managed to save ran away. Is what happened.
Oh, okay. I thought they all had guns this whole time.
No.
That's why. Otherwise, I would have attacked from the beginning, because I thought I would be blocking blaster bolts while they continued shooting back. That's what I thought was happening.
Right. I mean, it worked out basically the same. Like you were closing the whole time, blocking blaster bolts. Right.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll cut away from that fight. Let's go back to the self-sacrificial Jedi in the bottom of the trench to close out our session here. What's your plan? What are you gonna do?
The danger's gone, right?
Yeah, bomber went away, but you're still like in the bottom of the trench with no elevator. So,
what do you have in your utility belt, Faye?
Very little. Just a utility belt, not a fancy thing.
A little grappling hook, like how Luke had one when he had the stormtrooper belt.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I might have a hook. That's it. No, I can't pull my girlfriend out of my pocket.
She'll show up eventually, but not right now.
Did you use iron grip to scale the wall?
Well, he's already used his call on for this session, so he can't use it again until next session. He could describe himself climbing, but he would not have a call on for that anymore this session. Yeah, I mean, you could try to find another way up there. Not that you guys know much about the outpost, but you could like look around and see if there is another way. Or you could go to the elevator, try to make it fall down, and then use telekinesis to lift yourself up with it. Or like you could do something like that. Yeah, I mean, there's technology on the bottom of the trench here that is connected to the outpost that you could try to fiddle with and try to maybe even find an access hatch so you could like climb up a ladder or something. Something like that might be around here. Just got to look.
Might be more reasonable to try and see if we can find a ladder of some sort. It's a lot of climbing though, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah, I think it's our best bet.
All right. Yeah, I think it's a roll of some sort. I don't know if any of you have a skill or like a wise or a technological skill of any sort. That might make sense here. Maybe not technology, but like, I don't know, probably just be like a wise, or it's just like perception for both of you, like looking around.
Is that you?
Yeah, if Ellen was doing this, I would have her do interstellar outpost wise. But if neither of you have a wise like that, then we could probably just roll perception.
Yeah, I'll do perception.
All right, sounds good. Let's just have you guys roll being learned interstellar outpost wise. I think that's what the skill is right now. We'll make the
I think he did earlier.
It's not going to be super difficult. But
So does this count as looking though?
It's kind of the what?
Does it count as visual?
Oh yeah, you're looking around. Yeah. I'm thinking we have an ob2 interstellar outpost wise. So whoever has the most perception would probably make the roll, and the other person would help them with their like raw perception. Is that you, Josh, with your special visors and stuff?
Oh, now you want to kick my blanket?
I don't know what's. I mean, yeah, probably help.
Probably. Yeah, you have
what am I
8
doing?
dice, right? No, 6 dice. Yeah, I don't think Jin has a 6 perception. No, she doesn't. Yeah, so you can get one help from Olivia there, and then I think you're rolling in like as interstellar outpost wise, you're rolling an ob2 test, which will double to 4.
Cool. Yeah. So
yeah,
one
you can
from
get your
her, 2 from my visor.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, give me a second. Base obstacle. So base obstacle 2.
Yep. Close. You do have a 6 in there.
Yeah, but my
it's open ended.
When I'm
nice.
So I can spend 1 fate on it, I guess.
Yep.
Which I might as well.
All right, roll 20. Is it still mad? No, the curse is lifted.
Thank you.
All right, cool. Yeah, it takes a little while, but I think you guys do manage to find like an access hatch in one of the like pillars that like goes down and connects to the snow here and holds the whole thing up. And you open this panel, this access hatch, and then there's like this really claustrophobic ladder, like enclosed ladder tunnel thing that goes all the way up, and it is going to take you a really long time to climb up this thing, but you can indeed climb up it. To end our session here, let's have you guys make speed tests. Actually, whoever of you is lower in speed, just to see how much time it actually takes you to get up all the way. Just so we have a
I feel
time
like
frame.
I'm slower. My speed is 4.
My speed is also 4.
Also 4. It doesn't matter then.
Do you have what's it called? That other thing.
Proprioception.
Do you have proprioception? How much fate do you have?
Let's check. She does have proprioception, and she has 5 fate.
Okay, I have 6 fate, so
you'll both get a test for it. So,
yeah,
doesn't really matter. Go for it, Fane.
Well, depends what the ob is.
I think it's gonna be graduated. It's just gonna be depending on.
Okay, so we won't get a test.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true. You get a bean learn test for running. Ladder climbing. Oh yeah, climbing. There you go.
We're learning climbing.
Sure, why not? Yeah, make it a bean learn for climbing, Josh.
Can't just do a force push and then grab the ledge where you end up.
Jin, if you wanted to jet propulse you two up a tiny tunnel, most likely pulverizing you against the rungs of this ladder instead of actually getting to the top, you may attempt it. But what's more likely is you'll break all of your bones.
Okay, so climbing speed.
Just base ob 1.
Base ob 1. No helps. Huzzah.
All right, you got 1 level of success there. If you'd like to do proprioception or whatever, you may to be faster.
I guess we could.
Why not? I've spent a whole bunch
Yep,
of fate before. I'll do it again.
Didn't you have like 15 fate starting the session?
Yeah, I had a
Yeah.
No
bunch.
wonder you had so much. I'm like, how much fate do you have?
Casually spending 4 fate in one roll.
No, I'll just spend 3 for this one.
Cool.
So I'll just reroll the successes. Although I could spend 4.
It is the end of the session.
It is the end of the session, and my friends are in danger. Let's do it.
All right, climb really fast.
Yeah, no, that was too good. Here goes. So essentially 3d6.
All right, there you go. Yeah, so like 2 levels of success there, given the being learned nature of this. I would say, I mean, we'll it's going to be by the speed of narrative, but it won't be too much longer before you pop in on the stuff happening up above. You're Jedi using force climbing, you know. There you go. So we're getting towards the end here. I think that, you know, Jin and Fang are in a good spot to close with, as well as Alyssa, right? Like Elwyn being led up to the ship at gunpoint is a good moment. Do we want to just stop there, or do we want to make one more roll for Ryu to see how his fight maybe ends?
I would like to, and I would like to.
Yeah. That was the one thing where I was like, not as cliffhangery to like end in the middle of the fight here. So let's do that. All right, I'm gonna roll for them.
I have to just roll lightsaber again.
Yes, yeah, basically the same thing. Unless you wanted to try something else. But if you're just fighting them,
Just kidding.
I mean,
no, I'm just kidding.
hey, they got a low roll.
How does if I have persuasion being learned, and then I have a call on for persuasion, can I still use it?
Yes, yeah, yep. So if you're rolling your will dice, you know, when you do your persuasion, but if you failed that test, you would get to use the call on
and just try again.
Yep, just try
basically. Again. Okay, all right. Just so I know. All right, I'll roll lightsaber and I'll fork in meditation.
All 3. Much better chance this time.
Roll 3. Or I mean, roll 2. Roll 3.
Hopefully, you don't roll 3.
Oh my gosh.
All right. 1 fate
I'm running out of fate.
Yeah. Reroll 1 traitor. Yeah, you got that disadvantage now. That's the problem.
Should have rolled persuasion.
Yeah, you got to get two successes now because you have that penalty. So, put one die, 2 remaining ob on that fate. Might get lucky though. Nope.
No.
All right, we're rolling a die of fate here. They're hitting your head.
You guys should have just ran to the freaking elevator.
Yeah, I mean, this is the problem, right? It's like Ryu and Elwyn are not the good fighters. Ryu has a 6 in lightsaber, but he has no other forks and not a whole lot of other combat abilities. We just got to hope that they roll low on this die of fate here.
Another 1.
Again.
But then I'm still going to be dying.
Ooh,
I'm dead.
Nope. Okay, so that would be a B12 wound, which is a mortal wound for you, Ryu. I assume you're going to spend a persona point to not take the mortal wound.
I don't want to die.
Okay, so we could have you taken prisoner as well, or something else could happen. What do we think? It has to be from the frying pan into the fire. How does Ryu's combat not end in him getting shot in the face, and instead end in something else?
I mean, they already took Elwyn captive. They might as well take me too.
Yeah, I mean that would be an easy way to just get the 2 of you captured. And
how come the Padawan doesn't help me?
because
I told her to hide.
She's a better fighter than us, I think.
No,
she should have
she's
probably
not.
helped us.
No,
I
What are
wasn't
her
gonna
abilities?
risk this kid. Like,
Yeah.
if
Padawans
anything, it was
fight all the
really. If
time.
anything, it was really selfless on my part to send her away. You know.
I gotta say, playing role-playing games with Chad and Alyssa in the same group is very fun. There's a little bit of rivalry here that I like. So I think it makes sense.
I'll go captive too. I'll
Right,
just
yeah.
be taken captive too.
Because then we can have Ryu and Elwyn both on the ship being captive when Jin and Fang reach the top.
Yeah. I also
like
didn't
that.
want them to get a hold of the material, so I was like,
Yeah.
you know.
Makes sense. All right,
I
cool.
So leave them on the elevator.
We got a good setup for next time, right? We got two people captured and the self-sacrificial Jedi coming to save the day. All right, cool stuff. Let's do some Artha and whatnot. And
I didn't get to do any of my stuff today.
Poor Ryu. I was trying to the mining drill thing I originally had planned for Ryu, but Fang was the one who actually could do something in the moment. So, all right, Ryu, let's take a look at your stuff here. Discover which Jedi I'm traveling with are trustworthy. We really should just rewrite these for now so you can actually get.
Yeah, because there's nothing we're doing where we can just talk.
Things have been just escalating too much. Fang's recent outburst is a sign. Yeah, you didn't get a chance to speak to Fang today.
No, I can't. I didn't accomplish anything.
Yeah. I need some Garn's best.
Well, I know Mandalorian armor protects me. I learned something about it.
Hey, that's true. Yeah, I'll give you a fate point for that. You're learning the secrets of Mandalorian armor. Yeah. You get a fate point for that one. Let's make sure that we rewrite these for next time, though.
Okay. None of my instincts either.
Yep. I mean, you certainly were selfless in going and saving the mechanics, so you'll probably get an empathy thing for that. Do we have a humor moment with Ryu today? Anything that Ryu said out loud that was funny?
Just don't try study.
No, I said that she would turn into a pillar of salt, but that was
yes, that was out of character. Yeah. Okay. Right skill, right time. No, there's
lightsaber.
Yes, but that's not exactly the point of that reward. Yeah, I think you're gonna get like an empathy thing for helping the mechanics, but I think for now you just gotta.
How about helping no matter the cost?
No, you do not get a deeds point. But you know what? Yeah, I'll give you a persona for either embodiment or mold breaker. Yeah, probably embodiment. Like always tend to the medical needs of those around me, even my enemies. Always defend the reputation of the Jedi Order despite our disagreements. Like your beliefs and instincts and traits and stuff are towards being a selfless hero, and so you going into battle by yourself. I'll give you a persona for that. That makes sense.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll make sure we rewrite those for a more dangerous situation next time. And you watch, it'll get solved in one scene, and then you'll have a bunch of time to talk. Okay, Elwyn, you're working on finding a new ally, right? Like you've been making a bunch of rolls for Riss, so I'll give you a fate point there.
Cool.
You didn't necessarily work towards informing the Jedi Order yet, specifically. And these aren't Mandalorians, right? So that didn't come up really. Mm-hmm. But you're trying to get the repairs on your ships to be sustainable.
So hard.
So fate point. Let's see. I'll give you a fate point for always tell the truth, right? Like Elwyn constantly doing ugly truths to this girl all session was fun to see. But I think that is it. Okay. And then or sorry, did we look at
we didn't look at the
extra Artha rewards. Oop, I clicked at the same time you did. Do we have a humor moment for Elwyn? Did she say something? She obviously like told Riss what to do constantly. You know what? I'm gonna give both, partially because I want to be kind to Chad. I'm gonna give Ryu and Elwyn both a fate point for the moment where you're like, nah, yeah, we're leaving. Bye. Right? Just press the button, Riss. Right? That was fun. It's another fate point for both of you in there.
Okay.
I don't know if there was like an embodiment or mold breaker moment for you, Elwyn. You're pretty straightforward there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Jin. You really. Yeah, I'll give you a fate point for Padawan belief because you were able to talk with her today and make some rolls and stuff. So you're working towards that. So fate point there. You are trying to protect your companions, certainly. Yeah,
she
you can take
did.
them.
She did it. She got a persona. She
That's what I was
him.
trying to wonder. I think you definitely did protect Fang explicitly. You did the thing. So I'll give you a persona. This is something you could probably earn multiple times. That was a really cool scene too. Persona there, and then you were trying to find the second license. Actually, no, you get the persona. You got it. Like Fang is holding it, but like I assume that Fang, once like this is all over, you're gonna like hand it over to her, right? Because like she's the one who wanted 2 lightsabers. Does that make sense?
I can't wait to use it on pirates.
Though you know what? Let's keep it at a fate point, because I feel like there might be a conversation with Riss, because technically she's the one who has a weird fixation on this lightsaber, and you might have to convince her to give it to you. Yeah. Let's keep it at a fate point.
That's fair.
And maybe Fang will just steal it, That's also a possibility.
Or that too.
Okay. Take a fate point for if someone is in danger, I will protect them even at my own expense. That was fun to see multiple times today. I'm thinking of non-literal interpretations of always keep others at a distance with the bomber or with the but I don't think that actually comes up. If this was Josh's instinct, I would have given him a fate point for always keep others at a distance. But yeah. Let's see. I don't think it was a humor moment for Jin, but I will give you right skill, right time. Like you being in a cave-in and having telekinesis, that's pretty important. And you like put a bunch of points into it too. Like you're really good at it. And that was one of the reasons that was so easy to traverse. So fate point there. And then persona for embodiment. The scene with like going back to get the lightsaber yourself and then having the thing with Fang. Like that was all great to see. So we can take persona there.
Ooh.
All right, Fang.
Yeah.
You've assisted the other members of the Jedi Order. Fate point. You're continually doing it. You haven't like built a foundation of respect in the way that would give you persona necessarily yet, but you're working towards it for sure. I mean, all of you are like, getting very close and bonding and stuff. So the moment where like you are all at the Jedi Council and all take the same side on whatever the social issue is with the war and look at each other and are like, oh yeah, we bonded, right? That would be the moment that you get a persona for this belief, right?
Yep. Sounds good.
And then I don't think you solved any further problems with lethal force, right?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so persona, my friend. Because by the end of by the start of next session, you'll get to the ship. So
yeah, cool. Yeah,
and then you explicitly endeavored to keep your companions in fighting shape to meet whatever challenge stands between us and the council. What do we think? Fate or persona on that? I could see it both ways. I don't know if you you obviously worked towards it with like making sure that Jin didn't have to go into the cave, but if like there had been something more explicit, like having to take someone's wound or saving someone else from, I guess you. No, I give you persona because you explicitly turned off the mining laser yourself, and then you also had the thing with Jin like taking her place.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at your instincts. Oh, I always forget about this twinge in the head.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I probably could have allowed you to help Jin on that one roll because of that. I totally forgot. Don't let me forget that next time. If you can,
right, we'll endeavor not to.
We'll try to.
I can't promise that I won't forget it.
Yeah, yeah. We'll both. Hopefully, one of us will remember it next time if we try really hard. I don't know. Any of these instincts seem to come up to you in a strong way?
I'm not sure if I can argue number 2 because it was more going instead of someone else rather than actually helping out whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Riss.
Yeah.
I have the letter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably it then. So, there's a couple of extra things here to do for Artha and whatnot.
Any of these?
Hey, Fang said something that made everyone laugh in character. I just don't remember what it was.
Oh yeah.
Speeder insurance.
Yeah, that was
Oh
funny.
yeah. That and the like I'm a gank 1, 2, 3, 4 like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, both of those made me
Yeah.
laugh. Yeah, you can take a humor fate point for sure.
Cool.
Good call there, Chad. All right, real quick. NPC Arthur rewards. Did an NPC engage in a versus test, like a named NPC, engage in a versus test with a player character, or by their actions or machinations set an obstacle that a player had to engage? I think Riss gets a fate point for this for sending you after the lightsaber. Everything would have been much simpler if she had not done so.
Yeah, we're gonna let her know that. By the way.
Yep. And then, if so, the NPC earns a fate point for each player that they came into conflict with in this way. So I think she gets 2 fate points for Jin and Fang having been involved in this. That's cool. Okay. Did the character strike a blow against any of the player characters? Did they deliver a notable wound? Remove something from their possession? Maybe the pirate guys, if they're going to be important next time. I might make a character sheet, at least for like the sergeant that you face down with Elwyn. I'll make a note of that real quick in chat here. Give persona, honestly, and fate to pirate sergeant guy when I make his character sheet officially and beliefs and stuff. Did the NPC earn a narrative victory? Did they accomplish something that has no apparent mechanical benefit but forces the player characters to reevaluate their strategy or plan of action for future sessions?
Yeah, they almost killed 2 of us.
Yeah, but this one's, I think, this is like a narrative victory that's not like strictly mechanical. I don't think there was anything like that happening like.
Sorry,
right?
sorry, say that one more time.
Did the NPC earn a narrative victory? Did they accomplish something that has no apparent mechanical benefit but forces the player characters to reevaluate their strategy or plan of action for future sessions?
No, I don't think so. The only thing I was thinking of was risks, like actually helping us, but that had a mechanical benefit. So
yeah, exactly. And then embodiment, if any player.
Give that icicle endpoint.
yeah, icicle. There you go. Did anyone feel like an NPC, a player felt like they or their character became conflicted by dialogue or a speech the GM delivered in character? No, there wasn't any speech like that or dialogue. Well, okay. Did you guys feel conflicted by the dialogue that we had with Riss there with the... Did she get embodiment for... Yeah, she just get embodiment for wanting a weird, like wanting to go back and like... Yeah, it's up to you guys. Was it impactful enough? Did I play out the role play?
Yeah, it literally changed it affected the whole session.
Well, yeah, I think she gets
because even us both becoming prisoners is her fault.
We essentially got split up because of her.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. The second option for embodiment is a player felt like an NPC's action forced them to make a difficult decision. Right. I think that's
yeah. We were forced to leave without our friends because of her.
Yep. So we'll give her another persona there, which she'll probably need. All right, cool. And then last but not least, we have empathy. Let's take a look at like what the level of things that happened this time. Making reparations, paying a debt, honoring a promise, act of mercy, taking on a disciple. Nope. Did we ever give you guys an empathy test for resolving an issue plaguing an entire community for like taking care of the Padawan?
I think we did.
Mm-hmm.
Because technically, like, there's a whole big thing where there with like the miners were like afraid to go in these tunnels, and y'all like found the Padawan and stuff, and like changed that entirely.
I don't remember.
It's an OB 5 empathy test. If anyone needs an OB 5 empathy test, I don't know what people's empathy is at. 3, nope. Ryu doesn't need it. You need one more routine there, Ryu. So does Elwyn.
For what? For empathy?
Empathy. Hey, you need a challenging. No, that's a difficult. You do need a difficult though. So there you go. I marked it for you, Jen. I gave you Ob 5 empathy there. You need one challenging test to upgrade your empathy. I don't think anything like that happened this time, but to get a challenging. Using no. No. Okay. Once you take on a risk as your disciple explicitly, you will get a challenging test for empathy and upgrade your empathy. So that'll be something to look forward to. That's something to keep in mind. I think I have a handout for it. But you guys can use empathy to like give yourself dice on tests and things if you're doing something like for good reasons. So keep that in mind for next time. All right, look down the list here. Sticking your neck out for someone who doesn't deserve it. Did that happen? Was that what happened with the rest?
Give Jin that empathy dice when she was doing a telekinesis for me? Because that would have been a need beyond her own.
No, we I don't think we did, but she probably could have. Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Yep. Could have keep that in mind for next time.
So I can't get an Ob 1 for providing sanctuary to those mechanics.
Providing sanctuary to someone in immediate need. Did you do that this session?
I mean, I helped the mechanics to escape.
Oh, that's what you just said. Yeah. Let's see. It might be like a higher.
It's probably 2, but I'm just trying to argue that it's a 1.
Well, I think 2 is still a routine.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
For Ob 3. For 3 dice.
It's an Ob 2 for sure. Protecting someone from physical harm.
Yep, that's the last routine you need. So you have upgraded it to 4, my friend.
Don't I need a challenging?
Nope. Either or until it reaches 5.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Sweet. So now I can remove
I am never gonna upgrade empathy.
So does it change or do I still now I need 4 routine?
4 routine, 2 difficult,
2
or
difficult.
1 challenging.
The difficult or challenging is the or?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Sweet.
But keep in mind, whenever you do something like you could have actually used it on like protecting the mechanics too. We just didn't think it through. We need to remember that for next time. When you're doing Jedi's like self-sacrificial stuff, you can get empathy dice.
Okay. Well, let's go back.
Yep. It all worked out.
No, that's cool. Sweet.
Okay. Let's see. Anyone stick your neck out for someone who doesn't deserve it? Did that happen today?
That doesn't deserve it? No.
Yeah.
Unless Fang thinks that girl doesn't deserve her lightsaber and he stuck his neck out to go get it.
Yeah.
No. I don't.
And he doesn't get empathy anyway.
Honestly, if it's any comfort, I'll never upgrade empathy either.
Yeah, he has otherness, not empathy.
Oh, right.
Joining someone in a quest to right a wrong hasn't happened. Renewing a broken relationship hasn't happened. Mediating conflict between 2 parties without taking sides. Nope. Embracing the consequences of your own failure with humility. Acting in contradiction of an instinct in order to help someone in need. Delivering a person from captivity. You guys will get that for next time, Jin and Fang. Not that Fang needs it, but acting in what was the next one? Nope, not that one. Okay, so taking the side of the underdog, if only because they would otherwise be alone, tending another's wound, dissuading from someone from acting revenge, protecting someone from physical harm. Elwyn? I mean,
I kind of protected Garrow, kind of.
Well, specifically, she could make an argument that she's protecting
the whole ship,
Garm on the ship, like the shipwright. The innocent who's technically on the ship.
Well, listen, okay. Here's the thing. I probably would have teamed up with
Ryu.
With Ryu, but he seemed to be holding his own okay, and so that's why I was like, okay, well, if he's going to do that, then let's divide our forces. It's not like, I know you all think Elwyn is just like this super selfish Jedi, but like, it's not like she saw the situation and was like, okay, like
my ship's more important.
Like, yeah, my ship's more important. I'm just gonna go straight over there. It was like, okay, let's divide and conquer. Like, there's like, you got the mechanics away. You're deflecting with your armor. I'm gonna go over here. Like, it was. I get it, yeah. And she knew it was probably stupid to do that, but
Yeah, looking at
the
these
issue
empathy
is
ops.
that is the way divide and conquer works is that you're meant to divide the enemy and then conquer them.
Yeah, but I mean, Elwyn was feeling a
Divided
little bit
and
more
then conquered.
competent with her lightsaber this time. She was not thinking that she was gonna, I got better at my lightsabers, I have
looking at
four
these
in it.
other.
It's not terrible.
Looking at these empathy ops, I don't think you got any.
What
I
about
don't
Ob
think so.
5? Well, no, she didn't provide.
She doesn't need one. Yeah, she needs
I need a 1.
one routine is what she needs.
I mean,
I
you
need
could-
an Ob 1.
for
So you-
empathy.
If you had not given an ugly truth every time poor Riss was like shell shocked and instead tried to console her like a proper Jedi, then you would have gotten an Ob 1 test.
Well, I mean, she did get her
Elwyn
to
is a-
hide herself and like protect. She protected her in that way.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to you.
Thanks.
There's obviously like a larger range of things that can give you empathy tests, and I do think that like an Ob 1 empathy test for telling her to go hide so she's safe, that makes sense to me.
We're best friends forever.
There you go.
See,
Don't ever
'cause if
say
I
I'm
was
not a
really,
benevolent
if I was really selfish, I would have said like, if you don't help us, then we will
Right.
all die.
Yeah, that would be the ugly truth that would not give you empathy at all.
Right, exactly. But I was like,
All right, cool. All right, cool.
thank you. See, Elwyn, just because she's no nonsense doesn't mean she doesn't care.
Yep, it's true. It's true.
Sometimes it helps.
Yeah, exactly. Next time, Jin and Fang will attempt to save Ryu and Elwyn from pirates, who are now on their own ship. So that's fun. There are also Mandalorians. I mean, Fang. It would be kind of cool for Fang to show up, find a way to the Mandalorians, like to the sick bay before the pirates, and then let the Mandalorians loose to like help you guys fight the pirates. That would be cool. Let's fight! I promise you. Let's go! Right? That could be really fun. We'll see. Lots of fun.
He could probably intimidate them to do it.
Yeah. I mean,
I
that's
told
what
you
I'm
that
expecting.
I told you that you could fight with me. I didn't mean fight with me. I meant fight with me.
Yeah.
right.
Threaten them. None can see this face and live.
Yep. All right, cool. That's been our session of Red in Tooth and Claw. Thanks for playing, guys. That was a fun session.
It was fun. It was fun.
We'll just got to make sure we rewrite your beliefs for next time.
I still really enjoyed this session a lot.
Yeah.
It was fun. Genuinely fun.
Cool. All right, that's it. We're out. Adios.
Adios.